Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Tuesday, May 7th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the Minnesota Twins, game number 2 in the set. First pitch is going to be here in about 10 minutes. So let's cue the music, take a look at the thumb, and I'll go over the starting lineups. Let's go. And on the thumb on the left, we got Julio Rodriguez. And on the right, Carlos Correa. Now let's get into the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners, playing left field tonight, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Let's go, Hollywood. Batting second, playing center field, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Tridents up, baby. We need you today. Batting third, the switch hitter, second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Jorge. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, right fielder, Mitch Haniger. Let's go, Mitch. Batting fifth, DHing for Seattle, the other Miach, Mitch Garver. Let's go, Garv. Batting sixth and playing first base for Seattle, Ty France. Batting seventh, playing third base tonight, Luis Urias. Batting eighth, playing shortstop for the Mariners, Demo Dylan Moore. And batting ninth, catching tonight for Seattle, Sebi Zavala. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 3-3 record, an ERA of 4.75. The fifth guy in the rotation, Emerson Hancock. Let's go, baby. We need you, and we know Brian Wu is slowly anticipating his return and may take your spot. So obviously every pitch counts, every game out, and every inning out, matters to the most maximum ability that Emerson has left, being in the 5-hole. We need every inning, every pitch, every game to matter to Emerson. Let's go, Emerson Hancock, baby. All right, baby, let's get into the Minnesota Twins. Megan in the building, Matt in the building, Daniel in the building. What's good? Leading off for the Minnesota Twins, second baseman, Edouard Julien. Batting second for Minnesota, the DH tonight, Trevor Larnach. Batting third, catching tonight for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, right fielder, Max Kepler. Batting fifth, playing shortstop for the Twins, Carlos Correa. Batting sixth, playing left field, Alex Kirilloff. Batting seventh, playing center field this afternoon, Willie Castro. Batting eighth, playing first base for the Twins, Carlos Santana. And batting ninth, playing third base for the Twins, Jose Miranda. And on the mound for the Twins with a 3-1 record and a 4.55 ERA, Bailey Ober. Let's go, Mariners. Would have liked to get a little bit higher in the draft, but hopefully we can end up getting someone solid with the 8th pick going into next year's draft. Big facts. San Jose Sharks with the number 1, Chicago number 2, Ducks number 3, and all 3 of those teams were much worse than us. So it kind of makes sense that those guys ended up getting a higher draft pick status than us, but it is what it is. Matt in the building. What's good? Let's get to 100 in donos, and let's get to the likes as well. Let's try to go for 20 likes and 100 on the donos. And if we hit 20, we'll try to go for 25. Happy Tuesday, Daniel, my guy. All right, no worries. Hope you have a good day. Let them know. Oh, okay. End of June in Vegas. I'm excited. I mean, whoever it is that we bring in, hopefully it ends up being someone that can contribute right away, not someone that we have to, have in Coachella for years and years and years, and then finally they come up. Hopefully it'll be someone that we can play right away, or at least, at some point during the regular season instead of waiting for a long time period. But, whoever it ends up being, hopefully it'll be a good match while we're still looking for a head coach for the Kraken. Reflect in the building. What's good? Let's go, baby. We need to be able to get this win today after that disappointing performance yesterday from Luis Castillo and company. And again, a lot of the struggles that are behind the Mariners are going to be with, not only power hitting, but just, singles hitting and just getting on base, stealing bags, getting hit by pitches to be able to move runners over. It's been kind of a struggle. At least the pitching has been top 3, top 5 overall in Major League Baseball, and that's what's really keeping us in first or second place in the American League West. But we're only a few games above 500, and depending on how we play in the next few series, we could end up being below 500 if we're not, careful. So hopefully that the 5 runs and the 7 to 10 hits can stay true. Because if we can get to that number, we're not going to necessarily win every game where we hit 5 runs or 7 to 10 hits. But if we do that with the pitching staff ranked in the top 3, that's going to give you a win probably 98, 99% of the time. Yeah, there's going to be some games where we might end up losing 6-5 or 7-6. So be it. But if our pitching is only giving up typically a run or 2 and we get to 5, my math last time I checked says we're going to end up winning by 3. So we'll be all right. So hopefully we can end up getting into some type of offensive, I don't even know. I don't want to say we're going to be an offensive juggernaut, down the road. Hopefully we can get the right pieces, the right draft picks, bringing up the right people like Cole Emerson and Harry Ford at the right time. Definitely excited about our future in high A, single A, double A, and triple A. We got quite a few pitchers and hitters that could be on their way in the next year or 2. But for the time being, we got to be able to stick with who we got before we get to the trade deadline. And hopefully we can get some of the guys that we have been anticipating to be back. We really miss Brian Wu. We would love to have you back. Eduardo Bazardo, we need you. JP, we need you. Gregory Santos, we need you. And let's not forget about my guy, Dominic Canzone. It would be awesome to be able to get those 5 guys back sooner than later. Let's go. Let's bring the electricity and let's get it going. And it's nice to be able to see Rojas playing left field over Luke Raley. We want to make sure that even though we know Rojas is best at third base, I would rather have him play every day. And if you want to have Luis Urias at third, so be it. But Rojas needs to be in the lineup with Luis, not one or the other. Let's go. 6'9", 260 pounds. What is this guy? Randy Johnson Jr.? My goodness, he's tall. 3-1 record with a 4.55 ERA. So people are being able to hit off of him, but we're going to have to see what we can get off this guy. Weighing at that particular weight and being that tall, he's going to be throwing down to the batters quite a bit. So hopefully we can rough him up early and often. Bailey over. Hopefully we can find a way to get the dub on you here tonight. We don't want to start off the series 0-2 and have all that pressure to win the last 2 games to, finish it off 2-2. We want to win these next 3 games and go 3 out of 4. Best case scenario for the Mariners at this point. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on, how much of a phenomenon they are. I mean, are they coming straight out of college? Are they coming from overseas? Are they out of high school and it's like a project player? Or is it going to be someone like a superstar, like a Connor Bedard, where that he's going to start right away, game number 1. He'll be out there, kind of a LeBron James type of player. That's what they're hoping Connor Bedard will turn into. Not sure if he'll be as good as some of the top guys that are playing right now, but there's definitely a lot of potential with guys like Connor Bedard and the youngins that are trying to, match up to, some of the guys that have been established in this league for a few years. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's get there. And let's get to 100 donos. Let's do it. And hopefully we can get to 10 likes sooner than later. And then that way we can focus on the last 10 likes afterwards. So shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We're at 5. We need 5 to go. And we'll get more people sprinkled in as we go along since we're a little early. It's 4:42 Pacific. First pitch of Josh Rojas. And there we go, baby. That's why you start him. And I'm sorry, JP Crawford, but you're not getting your job back as a leadoff hitter. At least if I was Scott Service, that's the direction that I would go. As much as I love JP Crawford, consistency is king, and there is nobody, let me tell you, nobody that's more consistent than Josh Rojas. 350 average. Second place on the team right now, I believe, would be Julio at 254 based off the starting lineup that we have here tonight. Nice job, Josh. Let's keep it moving. Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Go, Julio. And we got Ty France was at 260, but then after last night went down to 248. So we got a 248 hitter in Ty France, 254 hitter in Julio, and a 350 hitter in Hollywood Josh Rojas. They could all take a little bit of a sample from Josh this season. Double play. There you go, Julio. Damn it. That's exactly what we don't want to have happen at the beginning of the game. Wasting Josh Rojas' first hit, Hollywood, and hitting into a double play. Come on, Julio. Next up, switch hitter, second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Come on, Jorge. You're going against your former team that you were on for 10 plus years. Have a big series. We need you. Let's go. Well, any Bronco fan that doesn't like the pick tells me that they watched 0 Oregon Duck games or 0 Pac-12. You can always tell the haters, when they don't watch. They can always make an opinion, of any type of player. But if you really want to be honest and go through the numbers, the most consistent quarterbacks last season were Michael Penix Jr. and Bo Nix. So, again, they may or may not have fallen to the correct team that will get the most out of them, right away. We'll have to wait and see. But, there shouldn't really be any worries there for Bronco fans. I mean, hell, you guys have went from John Elway, right? And then you got Peyton Manning. And then Bronco fans thought Trevor Siemian and Brock Osweiler were going to be good enough. And I had to tell them, hell no, they're not good enough. So, again, some people are going to be satisfied with guys that are mid, that can kind of get the job done. Throw to first. Got him. Damn it, Polanco. Run harder. 3 up, 3 down. Damn it, that Rojas hit got wasted. Great defense there by Carlos Correa. And again, with the quarterbacks that you have on the staff now, it's like, what do you want to do? You want to roll the dice with Danucci or any of the other backups that you got? I mean, Zach Wilson, give me a break. I mean, if you're trying to tank, yeah, go ahead and start Zach Wilson. But, if you're feeling that Bo Nix, has that potential to be, like a Baker Mayfield, that's going to be the best quarterback you've had, possibly, since Peyton Manning. And that's saying something. I'm not saying he's going to be Peyton Manning. I'm not saying he's going to be John Elway, but this is probably the best prospect at quarterback that you have. But the thing is that Bo could still fail, right? Because your offensive line is a mess, right? Your defense isn't very good, and you don't really have very good weapons. So you have Sean Payton, but this is Sean Payton on the Broncos, not Sean Payton coaching the Saints, where they used to have a really good O-line and a really good defense that would bail Drew Brees out from time to time. So again, it might not all be Sean Payton's fault. It might not all be Bo Nix's fault, or even a guy like Troy Franklin. But if it doesn't work out with Denver, I still think Bo Nix could pan out on that second or third team. But hopefully for your case, being a Bronco fan, and my best friend Justin here in Oregon being a Bronco fan and a Duck fan, hopefully it ends up working out for Bo and Troy and Sean Payton. But again, you can always tell the people that don't watch, and they can make excuses all they want. But if you really want to compare the other, 4 quarterbacks in that draft class, honestly, even me being as a Tampa fan, if I had my choice to pick any of the quarterbacks in the draft, my first 2 selections would be Michael Penix Jr. 1, and then Bo Nix would be my second. And it has nothing for him, being at Oregon. I'm just looking at his consistency, him being able to make the throws, him being mature, not being able to have any distractions off the field. He's married, so you already know he's mature, and he's going to be able to be a team guy, not a me guy. And then for the other 4 quarterbacks, I see talent there, out of Caleb, out of Jaden Daniels, Drake May, J.J. McCarthy. That's going to be a kind of a work in progress. Supposedly the Vikings are sold, but I'm not. But again, each of those 4 guys has a certain type of skill set, but there's no guarantee that those guys are going to pan out either. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see, with some of these guys. But, Bo Nix going to Denver is a match made in heaven. I mean, you couldn't have played that draft process out as perfect as it turned out for Sean Payton and Bronco fans. Unless you're a dumb Bronco fan and you don't watch football and you're just liking to bitch and moan and complain like a lot of people do on social media, where they don't even watch games, they don't watch film, they don't watch anything relevant, they don't read articles, they just piggyback off somebody that doesn't like the pick, and then they make up their own opinion from there. Let's go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. But I'll tell you what, even with Baker Mayfield being my starting quarterback, if they would have picked Michael Penix Jr. or Bo Nix, I wouldn't have been mad. I would have been thrilled. That sets me up at quarterback for years to come. So, but again, these guys are only going to be as good as their mentors, and then also the supporting cast that's around them. So keep that in mind as well. Pitch right down the middle to Edouard Julien, 2-2 count. We got to make sure we get these guys out early and often, and hopefully Emerson Hancock can pull these guys to 3 runs or less. If it ends up being 3 runs or less, we're going to have a chance. But if he gives up 4 or 5, we might end up dropping this game. Let's go, Emerson. 3-3 record with a 4.75 ERA. Let's go. Make them battle here. So for the people that are complaining about the Bo Nix pick, who would they want instead? J.J. McCarthy? I mean, fucking A, man. I mean, if you want your team to turn on you and your fan base to turn on you, I mean, that's what you're going to get out of the Minnesota Viking fans. I imagine a lot of them, they're probably the most pissed off out of anyone. It's like Drake May going to New England. You're cool with that. Ooh, line drive to Ty France. There we go. If you're a Bears fan and you got Caleb, you're excited unless you were a Justin Fields fan, and then maybe you were a little upset. But I think you can be okay with the pick, right, based off his skill set. We just have to see about the maturity, right? Jaden Daniels showed some flashes at LSU, and obviously we know with Washington, that's who they wanted, and they got him, right? Drake May going to New England. It may not be someone that's going to be a Pro Bowl Hall of Fame player, but at least you got someone that you like. Right? So I feel like everyone got what they wanted, except, the fans for Minnesota. They are probably the most disappointed fan base out of the 6 teams, because I think that if you have a choice, between Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, and McCarthy, and you really think McCarthy is the best one out of those 3, that tells me that everybody in Minnesota did not watch anything Pac-12 all year, because it would have been very, very clear to see that, not only is he the 3rd best quarterback between Penix, Bo, and McCarthy, but he might actually be the 6th best quarterback out of the 6. But you never know. Maybe he'll end up panning out and he'll be a poor man's Phillip Rivers. But again, if that offensive line stinks and the defense stinks, just having Jay Jetta and Jordan Addison and Hawkinson isn't going to make you a superstar. And that is Big Fats popped up. 2 away. There we go, Rojas. Yeah, well, anyone that lives in the Midwest, if you're biased that way, and obviously if you're watching a lot of Colorado State, or those teams that are in the Big Ten, then of course you're going to be biased. But again, if you want a guy that's unproven, that had to run the football a lot with Blake Corum and company and relied on that defense, like how many big throws did McCarthy really make, last season? Not a lot. There were some that he was forced to make, but I mean, he didn't really make as many big plays compared to the other 5. So again, it's a very big risk drafting someone that high that was really banking on having a strong defense and running game. Throw to first, 3 up and 3 down. Well, sounds like some of your friends are fucking stupid. I mean, you really think that the overall vibe of the Bronco fans and Bronco Nation, if you guys would have picked J.J. McCarthy, you think people would have been jumping up and down? People would have been fucking pissed off. Especially if you would have left Bo Nix on the board when you ended up doing it, So regardless if you're a Duck fan or a Husky fan or a Trojan fan or not, you can always tell where there's Pac-12 bias. And we don't have any Pac-12 bias anymore because now we're in the Big Ten. But again, it's one thing to hate on the conference, in years past, but there's one thing that you can't do. You can't hate on them last year. The Huskies made the national title game. Oregon was great. The Pac-12 was the best conference in football. There's nothing that you can say to make me think otherwise. You look at the win-loss ratio, you look at what they did. In years past, did we struggle against the Big Ten and the SEC and sometimes the Big 12 and ACC? Yes, but finally when we actually have a good year and then the haters still can't give us credit, that's when you know those people are incredibly biased or incredibly stupid. So, big facts. But even with that being said, even though I'm not a fan of J.J. McCarthy, if they built the O-line properly and got the defense on point, right, and you had a good play calling structure, he could end up panning out and being one of the top 16 quarterbacks. But I don't see J.J. McCarthy being a top 12 quarterback ever in his career. Somewhere between probably 13 through 20 is more realistic. But I'm not sold on him, and I would be incredibly pissed if I would have drafted a quarterback like that in the first round. Now, if he was a guy that led Michigan to more of a spread offense, and they didn't run the ball as much, they ran it with Corum, but not as much as they did last year, then I wouldn't have a problem with the pick. But for a guy that had limited throws, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But if you put a guy like J.J. McCarthy on the Niners, you might be able to pan out because you have O-line, D-line, defense, and coaching, right? You can plug and play. But obviously we know Minnesota is not the San Francisco 49ers. Let's go to the top of the second inning. 0-0 Mariners and Twins. Let's go. Go, Haniger. We need you, baby. Pitch on top of the zone. 1-1 count. Let's go. 214 average, 4 homers, and 18 ribbies for Mitch in 2024. Well, it sounds like your friends all hate Oregon, and they all, are haters towards the Pac-12 and Oregon. So, back. Let's go. Mitch Haniger with a bomb, baby. Way to bring that electric start. Back. Gone, baby. Haniger, 398 feet to left center. Let's go, baby. We're winning today. 1-0 Mariners. Hell yeah. Next up, the other Mitch, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Way to boy, Mitch. Let's go. You were overdue. I was thinking you might be able to get one yesterday, but you had to wait one more day, and I'm okay with that. Here we go. Right in the zone. Absolutely fucking crushed it. Nice job, Haniger. Garver chops it foul. 1-1 count. Let's go, baby. 1-1. Nah. 1-0, baby. Pitch in the zone. So are these friends that live in Hawaii and they just love Hawaii football and they're like, fuck Oregon football? Or are these people that are like Bronco fans in the States and they just hate on Oregon just to hate? And they're just hating on your favorite team and player. And it's one thing, to be able to hate on, Oregon players not panning out at quarterback in certain positions in the past, but again, in the last few years, I feel that Ohio State and Oregon both have kind of, battled those stereotypes of not being able to have any good quarterbacks come out of Oregon or Ohio State. And you got Justin Fields, who's a top 16 quarterback. You got CJ Stroud, who's already top 10. And you got a guy in Justin Herbert, who's top 10 as well. So, it may not be Patrick Mahomes level, but still you're getting, some talent to come off, from Ohio State and Oregon for many, many years. People said that you're never going to be able to develop a pro quarterback that can be a Pro Bowler, All Pro, or Hall of Fame quarterback. So I think that we've definitely debunked a few of those stereotypes towards our schools. Top of the second, 1-0 Mariners. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is high. 1-1 count. All right, take care. One 0 Seattle, baby. France crushes it, foul. Urias, baby, let's go. So basically what you're telling me, they're incredibly biased, because that's what SEC fans are and Big Ten fans are. Incredibly biased. So more biased than any other part of the country as far as schools, Big Ten and SEC fans. They think their shit don't stink, and they think it's impossible for any other team, to be able to beat them. So, and we're going to get there. We're like I said, we don't have the Pac-12 anymore. I wish we did, but we're getting closer. You're starting to see, and once, we can get recruiting up to speed for Washington, UCLA, and then we can see what USC can do on the defensive side. They can maybe catch up to Oregon, but at least we got one team in the Ducks that are going to hang with Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State. And in all honesty, I'm going in trying to win the division very first year. That's what our potential should be. That's what our assumption should be, that we're going to come out as the first place team, in the Big Ten. And if not, we're going to be number 2, and the only team that's going to beat us is Ohio State. And that's it. Michigan and Penn State are not on our level. Are they good? Yes, but we're better. We've earned it, based off recruiting and who we have. So, again, it's going to be fun to see how the Pac-12 and the Big Ten mesh. But one thing is for damn sure, Oregon is leapfrogging every other team except Ohio State. It'll be between us and them, I feel, every single year until Michigan gets the right coach to be able to get the recruiting like they had when they had Harbaugh. Then it would be a 3-team race. But until that happens, it's going to be Oregon and it's going to be Ohio State, in my opinion. So. Yeah, well, you're going to have any fan in Hawaii because you guys don't have a team. So it's pretty much throw a dartboard. Oh, he hit him. Hit him in the shoulder. Your eyes to first. But, I mean, anywhere, it's just like living in Oregon, bro. When I live here, you literally see jerseys and T-shirts of every single team. It's not just Ducks and Beavers and Blazers and Mariners, or Portland Timbers or the Sounders, or like throwback Sonic gear. You literally in Oregon will see Raiders gear, you'll see Chargers gear, you'll see Niner gear, Seahawk gear, Eagle gear, Buffalo Bills. I mean, you pretty much name any team that's out there and you'll probably see a T-shirt or jersey at some point, wherever you go, movie theater, mall, going out to breakfast. I mean, we have a very wide variety here since we don't have our team of our own, and the closest one would be Seattle, but some people don't vibe with them. You know, some are going to be Niner fans, Raider fans, or Charger fans in California if they have ties there, or they may be someone like me that has a tie to like defense, and they didn't have it at that time. Demo in the gap, all the way to the wall. Go, baby, go. There we go, Demo. 2-0 Mariners. Demo with that double, baby. I love it. Luis, you got hit. You scored. I love that. Demo, RBI season, baby. 2-0 Mariners. Let's go. Next up, backup catcher, Seby Zavala. And like I mentioned on every stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety are very, very big things that a lot of people combat every single day. Make those minor adjustments so that way you can win the day. Let's go. Great start. We needed it too. Let's go, Seby. Top of the second, 2-0 Mariners. Great start, giving Emerson Hancock that much-needed run support. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. We can get this dub. Zavala takes a strike, behind in the count 0-2, even though that pitch was a little high. Let's go, Seby. Struck him out. All right, damage is done. We'll take it. Nice job, Mariners. All right, Emerson, your turn, baby. All right, due up for the Twins in the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for Minnesota, right fielder Max Kepler. Batting second, playing shortstop, Carlos Correa. And batting third this inning in the 6-hole, left fielder Alex Kirilloff. Let's go, Mariners. Let's take a peek to see where we're at on the likes. Hopefully we're close to 10. We got about 30 people watching. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. And if you got a Twitter/X account, do your boy a solid. Like and retweet the stream. That'll help us get more people into the room. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, looks like we need 2 more people to be able to get to 10. And it looks like 1 more person will get us to 10. Thank you to whoever that was. And we got 24 people in the room, and then that'll get closer to probably 40, 50, or 60 as the game goes on and as we go along in the stream. We're about halfway to the goal on the likes, almost 10 there, and hopefully we get a couple people to smash that like button, and then hopefully we can get a dono train going sooner than later. Nice job by Mitch Haniger getting that home run for us, getting that Uncle Mo started for the Seattle Mariners. Nice job. Demo contributing as well. In the box, right fielder Max Kepler. Chopper towards first foul, behind in the count 0-2. Let's go, Emerson. .311 average, 2 homers and 11 ribbies for Kepler in 2024. Kepler fouled out to third to Urias. There we go, baby. 1 away. I like that. Good start. Next up for the Twins, shortstop Carlos Correa. pitch outside the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. I don't know if I have any celebrities like that, man. I'm not really a person that's, I don't go goo goo and gaga, over movie stars or singers or, like a lot of people do. They're not really my thing. Demo throw to Ty France, 2 away. But I will say this, that if I was going to do a side, podcast or, like YouTube show with another person, I would choose Colleen Wolfe. That would be my number one choice. I think she does great work. She's obviously pretty, but, she's got style, and I feel that she's not biased, works hard, and she's great at her job, and I feel that she is the best female reporter for the NFL, hands down. It's not even close. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Seattle. 2 outs, 2-0 count. Emerson Hancock to Alex Kirilloff. Chop foul, 2-1 count. Two 1 pitches outside, 3-1 count. Let's go, baby. Good start for the Mariners. Fouled off. Count is full. 3-2 count. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Mariners. 3-2 pitch from Hancock to Kirilloff. Smoke him. Popped up. Be a routine play for Rojas or Julio. Oh. They almost collide there. They got some communication, but they laugh about it. There we go. 3 up and 3 down. 6 up and 6 down for Hancock. I love that. Let's go to the top of the third inning. Leading off for the Mariners in the top of the third, left fielder, 1-for-1, Josh Hollywood Rojas. Let's go, baby. Batting second this inning, 0-for-1, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. And batting third, 0-for-1, switch hitter, second baseman, the former Minnesota Twin, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, baby. We need you. We need the bat to come alive today. Let's go. Judah in the building. What's good? How are you? Congratulations on Boston, getting out of that first round and winning your second round first game. And you got a game that will be on, I believe, tomorrow at 4:30 on ESPN for game number 2. Good luck against the Panthers. So at least it's not as bad as last year, where if he ended up, having a great regular season and getting eliminated in the first round. At least now it looks like, I'm not for sure, but it looks like you guys are going to have a chance, to get to the East Final as long as you can get past this team and things can go smoothly. We'll see if you can, but obviously starting it off with a, win in the second round is obviously ideal. So congratulations. So far, so good for your Bruins. Top of the third, 2-0 Mariners. Oh, nice. Was it like regular yoga, or was it one of the things where they have like yoga with pets They always have like these other classes that incorporate other things than what you would normally think it would be there and whatnot. But it's always good to stay active and exercise, in any way you can, whether that's lifting weights, doing the treadmill, going for a walk in the neighborhood. It's always good to be able to make sure you stretch out and make sure that you stay healthy and active for sure. Top of the third, 2-0 Seattle. Josh Rojas in the box, baby. David in the building. What's good? Go, Josh. 350 average, 3 homers, and 7 ribbies. Number 1 on the Mariners. Let's go, baby. Wish we'd have other players that could bat 300 or higher for Seattle, but I guess that's asking too much. 3-2 pitch for Rojas. Struck him out. A rare strikeout for Rojas. 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up, baby. Let's go. Julio, big rip and a miss. No surprise there. Behind in the count, 0-1. We should make it a rule for Julio not being able to swing at the first 2 pitches ever. Like, no matter if you get behind in the count 0-2, you're already getting behind in the count 0-2 anyways, once you end up swinging and missing or fouling one off. So, 1-1 count. Obviously got a ball there on that second pitch, thank God. 0 for 5 in this series. Unacceptable if you're Julio Rodriguez. If you're anybody else, who cares? But when you're Julio, come on, man. Let's go. Bryce with a grand salami. Nice. Mental health is very, very important. You know that. I know that. And a lot of people in the room, we know that as well. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is high. 2-2 count. And Ober is huge. I mean, the guy's like 6'8", 6'9", so, close to like a Randy Johnson, even though Randy was like 6'10", 6'11", almost 7 foot. But still, you can definitely tell when a guy is throwing down to the batters and instead of throwing to the catcher, especially with that type of height and that type of length. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. And if you got a Twitter/X account, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream. And hopefully we can get a dono train going sooner and later. Sarah in the building. How are you? Pitch is outside. 3-2 count to Julio. Let's go. Go, J-Rod. I'm waiting for one of these. You only got 1 home run so far this year. Let's make it number 2 today. What do you say? Julio chops it foul. Count still remains full. 3-2 count. Top of the third, 2-0 Mariners. And if you're just hopping in the top of the second, Haniger homered to left center, 398 feet to give us a 1-0 lead. Then Demo doubled the centered after Urias got beamed in the shoulder. He scored, and that's how we're up 2-0 at this point. And you just walked Julio. There we go. Julio with a walk. Next up, the former Minnesota Twins second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Jorge. I appreciate that. Oh, you had to go to the basement? Crazy. I've seen some stuff on my timeline come up where the Midwest are having storms out there. Is it like tornadoes, or is it just like really bad wind and rain, or a little bit of both? Minor tornado where you were. Oh, wow. Stay safe out there. Top of the third, 2-0 Mariners. Runner at first. Julio, 1 away. Polanco, 194 average with 5 homers so far in 2024, but we need to get that number up. Throw to first. Julio is safe. One 1-0 pitch. Polanco to right field. 2 away. Flied out to right. Next up, right fielder. Hit a homer last inning. Mitch Haniga. Let's go, Mitch. 2 home run game. Let's go. Who are the Cardinals playing right now? Ober holding forever. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. The Mets. I did see, obviously there's all kinds of rumors, with different players possibly getting moved. And Pete Alonso hasn't been very good. And we know he can win home run derbies. But as far as like this season, hasn't been maybe the greatest. And starting off a little slow. And I did hear some rumors, that there's going to be certain teams that may or may not be interested, and obviously some potential rumor trades that probably will never happen. But I did see one where they had Ty France, maybe what was it? Ty France and Emerson Hancock for Pete Alonso, or something of that nature, where we had a 2-for-1. But it only would make sense if Pete Alonso would re-sign, because he's going to end up being a free agent after this season. So I don't think I would want to trade 2 players for just that half a season of Pete Alonso, and then all of a sudden Pete leaves to go to another team. That would be stupid. So now if Pete would re-sign with Seattle, if we did something like that, then, depending on his health and, what we're looking at number-wise, I think some fans would consider it. But still, probably a no-go for me. 1-2 pitch to Haniger. Big swing and a miss, and got him. All right, see who's due up for the Minnesota Twins. Next up for Minnesota, center fielder Willie Castro. Batting second this inning in the 8-hole, former Mariner first baseman Carlos Santana. And batting third, 0-for-0, third baseman Jose Miranda. Let's go Mariners. Doing the same thing tomorrow. We got George Kirby versus Paddock on the mound tomorrow. So we're going to be going at 4:30, 3 days in a row. And then on Thursday, I believe they're going to have wow, that's early. Thursday's game, Mariners and Twins, is at 10:10 a.m. So that would be 7:10 a.m. for Matt. So obviously, if I do decide to stream that particular game, we might take the day off just because that is so early. But I don't mind actually calling the game. Logan Gilbert will be pitching, but you can always take the day off on Thursday, since 7:10 would be too early to wake up to do a game. So plus, if I ended up doing the game at 10:10, how many people are really going to come through and sub, donate, and share? At 10 in the morning, not a lot. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel. If we end up doing that particular game or if I do something else. Take a look to see what else we got going on Thursday. See if the Dodgers are playing. Dodgers are not playing on Thursday. Not a whole lot of other options to do either. Unless I did the Avalanche and the Stars on Thursday at 6:30. Maybe I'll do that instead. Got Rangers and Hurricanes at 4 on Thursday, Avalanche and Stars. And I like watching the Avalanche and the Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights, but Vegas got eliminated by Dallas. So maybe we'll end up doing that on Thursday, switching it up and just doing a hockey stream for the hockey fans. And, since the 10 a.m., I can watch the game with Paisley with Logan Gilbert. I can watch that game, but maybe we'll end up doing the hockey stream on Thursday night. That would probably make more sense. And it's at 6:30. It's at a good time. So there we go. Nice defense by Julio. 1 away. Nice job. No fly zone. Bottom of the third, 2-0, Mariners. Next up for Minnesota, first baseman Carlos Santana. Nah, no Taylor Swift live stream, my guy. I mean, unless people want to, come and, throw hundreds of dollars at your boy's way, doing something themed, I would do a theme stream if I knew that we would be able to make money, whether, whatever that ends up being down the road, like if we ended up doing like a themed stream for an hour to 3 hours. And if I knew for sure we were going to make over 100, I'd be willing to do something like that at some point. But that's the thing, you have to have a pretty big fan base to be able to do something like that, to be able to make sure that you're going to make it worth your time and your energy and get your money's worth out of it. Big facts. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Seattle. Santana pops up. Rojas and Julio looking at each other. Julio says, I got it. 2 away. Next up for the Minnesota Twins, third baseman, Jose Miranda. We're at 10 likes, 5 more to get to 15. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Someone just did. We're at 11. 4 more to get to 15, and then hopefully before the stream ends, we can get to 20. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Seattle. Emerson Hancock, the 5-hole pitcher on the mound. Jose Miranda in the box. Let's go. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count to Jose. We'll be doing the Seattle Mariners, Minnesota Twins, game number 3, same time, same place as Monday and Tuesday, 4:30 Pacific. And then on Thursday, we'll end up doing the Avalanche and the Stars at 6:30. Since the Mariners are going to be on at 10 in the morning, I'll just watch it with Paisley. Sucks, though, because Logan Gilbert is pitching, and that's going to be like my favorite pitcher to do. So there is a possibility that if I really want to, even though I know that the views and the likes and the subs and the donos are going to be very limited, I may still end up streaming that game in the morning. But, I will only need you, Matt, at the NHL stream at night. I won't need you in the morning unless you really want to wake up early if I do that stream. But I would rather you get your sleep, get your workout in, and then just join me at 6:30 later on in the day. We'll see how I feel. We will see. And I'm always down to do 2 or 3 streams in a day, but it just has to be worth it, especially if I have a Paisley pup to look after and take after. Pitches outside, 2-0 count. That's cool. At least there's a good matchup on Thursday for NHL. Obviously, if the Mariners aren't playing, the first thing I'm going to look for is Dodgers. I still haven't been able to do a Dodger game yet this year, but we'll end up doing, I assume, a couple. But Rangers, Hurricanes at 4 on Thursday, Avalanche, Stars at 6:30. That's perfect. And then let's take a look at Friday. Who do we play? And then the Mariners start a series with the Athletics starting on Friday at 6:40. We'll start at 6:30 on Thursday, 6:30 on Friday. Three-one pitch to Julian, and he walked him. Damn it. 2-out walk. Julian ends up going to first. Runners at first and second. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Seattle. Next up, DHing for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. And I got done watching MasterChef Junior about an hour, 2 hours ago. Obviously, they're down to their final 3. And in the final 4, there was a kid, Asher, that was from Washington, just north of me, which is pretty cool. 8 years old, but just couldn't end up cooking that final dish to get him into the semifinal. But definitely excited to see where that goes. And I know Next Level Chef, we're getting close to the finale on that show as well. Highly recommend it if you haven't got a chance to watch any Gordon Ramsay shows. Very, very good this season, like they are every single season. Britt in the building. How are you? Your hair looks cute. Was that a big decision for you to cut your hair? And how many inches did you end up taking off? We're talking 4, 5, 6 inches, or was it less than that? But I think it looks good. Britt is in the building. We both have NASCAR love in our veins. Big RBI for Larnach. Damn it. 2-1 Mariners. And it's always about Napa know-how. Hopefully we can get Chase into the winner's circle again sooner than later. Next up for the Minnesota Twins, catcher Ryan Jeffers. Oh, shit. Jeffers. Back. Gone. Second deck homer. The fan catches it. And just like that, 4-2 Minnesota. Fuck. Unbelievable. That's bad when you know the backup catcher goes to the second deck. And then, again, this is our 5-hole pitcher. And I was hoping for 3 runs or less. Now he's already given up 4. That's rough. 4-2 Minnesota. Next up, right fielder, Max Kepler. What's going on today, Britt? What's on schedule for today? I gotta look to see what the next NASCAR race is. We just had Kansas, and that was the closest finish in NASCAR Cup history. Kyle Larson just edging out Buescher. And what do we have next week? Oh, Darlington. And then we got the All-Star Open race, All-Star race, and then Charlotte. Midnight. See how quick that is? Kids concert, nice. Throwback weekend. Bottom of the third, 4-2 Minnesota. Bottom of the third, 2 outs, 4-2 Twins. 3-1 pitch from Hancock to Kepler. 3-2 count. How's the weather where you're at, Brett? And where are you at? Are you like Connecticut, Maine? Like what specific area are you at there in the Northeast? I know you've told me before. Kepler in between the gap, all the way to the wall. Damn, this is getting bad. Fuck, man. We already lost yesterday. We went 3-1. And this one's starting to get ugly. Oh, that'll be fun. I saw that Dale Jr. got picked up by TNT, or like got picked up by like a broadcasting crew next year, or for 2025. So cool to be able to see Dale Jr. Be able to talk about NASCAR, which I feel that he's very good at what he does. Still, it was a little brand new to him when he started off with NBC, but I guess it just depends if you prefer Fox, you prefer NBC, or something else like FS1. Oh, we are, but I'm not like a cyber stalker or anything like that. I'll just comment on things here and there as they come. like your photo of your hair. That looked very good. So throw to first. And we're out of the inning, 4-2 Minnesota. Connecticut. Have you lived there your whole life? You ever see yourself leaving Connecticut with you and your son? Or are you born and bred and you're going to stay in Connecticut for your whole life? End of the third inning, 4-2 Twins. Next up for the Mariners in the top of the fourth, 0 for 1, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K, first baseman, Ty France. And batting third, 0 for 0 with a run, third baseman, Luis Urias. And I appreciate you sharing on the Twitter side, which you normally don't do, but I appreciated that you did that. We ended up getting quite a few likes and shares on our stream yesterday. I appreciate you. Yeah. And your whole family lives there and like generation after generation. Yeah, I feel kind of the same way about Oregon. You know, it's like, I don't think I would move to California because the crime and it's just, things are just so much more expensive there. Washington is very similar to Oregon, but it rains a hell of a lot more. I like to visit Seattle, but I don't think I would want to necessarily live there. I like visiting Eugene for the Ducks, but I don't think I could live there either. It's nice to go there for like football season, but I don't think I would want to live there year round. But, you know, based on where I'm at right now in the burbs, kind of near Nike headquarters and whatnot, I feel, you know, it feels like this could probably be my home forever as well. But you never know. You never know. Well, you used to live in Oregon at one point, Matt, so it's not like you've lived in Hawaii your whole life. You used to live in Oregon, then you moved to Hawaii. Might as well come back home, baby. Top of the fourth, 4-2 Twins. Ober pitches high and outside, but called strike. 1-1 count. Nope, 0-2 count. Pitches outside. 1-2 count. I got to make my way out to Connecticut one of these days. Maine, Connecticut, New Hampshire, the Northeast. Top of the fourth, 4-2 Twins. 1-2 pitch from Ober. Foul back. Let's go, Mitch. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. How many brothers and sisters do you have, Matt? I know you got at least a brother, right? At least one brother. How many brothers and sisters you got? Garver. Lined out to left. One away. Next up, first baseman, 0 for 1 with a K, Ty France. Pitch in the zone on the corner for a strike. Ty said that's out of the zone. One brother and one sister. So what are you? Are you the middle child or are you the youngest one? Or are you the oldest? Top of the fourth, 4-2 Twins. Over 3.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. Pitch com issue for him. And Hancock, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 0 Ks. We need better performance, out of our 5-hole, and that's why Brian Wu is almost ready to come back, and that'll take Emerson Hancock's place. And if Hancock needs to go to AAA, so be it. He definitely needs to work on his game. He's not ready yet, but we have no choice because Wu is hurt. So you're the oldest. So if you ended up leaving your brother and sister, would they be lost without you? Like if you moved to Oregon and they stayed with mom and dad, would they like be lost without you? Or do you think they would be able to survive without you there? O2 pitch. Got him. France. Struck out swinging, 2 away. Come on, Ty. Next up, third baseman Luis Urias. Pitch is high in the zone, 1-0 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. I mean, how close are you to your brothers and sisters? Are you guys close or not really? I mean, that'll answer it for you. If you're like super, super close, or are they just siblings? We need 4 more likes to get to 15. Let's get there, baby. Fouled it off. That fan got a nice souvenir. I mean, some brothers and sisters are a little bit more independent than others, right? Big swing and a miss for Louise. Behind in the count, 1-2. Come on, baby. Top of the 4th, 4-2 Minnesota. We need 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. Let's go. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Yeah. Live in Seattle. Yeah, I think, like I said, if I wasn't living where I'm at now, if money wasn't an issue, and if I, was going to live somewhere else, Seattle would probably be, high on my list with Eugene, if I were going to go somewhere. But again, it's like for Eugene, it would be more for like seasonal, like football season, but I'm not sure if I would want to live there all year round. And then Seattle, I could definitely live there all year round. It's just, you have to be able to get adjusted to the rain, and we get plenty of it here in Oregon. And, I guess it just depends on, if you have depression or anxiety, or if you go through the different emotions, and if bad weather can affect your, mental health, might not be the best place for people unless they can manage it well. But it is very beautiful. It's very clean and nice. The people are friendly, and I always have a blast when I go to Seattle. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Let's go to the middle of the 4th inning. I'm going to check up on Paisley here real quick, too. Make sure she's okay. Next up for the Twins, 0 for 1, left fielder Alex Kirilloff. Batting second, 0 for 1, center fielder Willie Castro. And batting third, 0 for 1, first baseman Carlos Santana. Check real quick before we get back here with the action. All right, I'm back. Paisley just chilling on the couch, waiting for Dad to get done. JD Martinez hit Contreras with the bat and fractured his left arm. Like what? Based off like a follow-through swing or a fight? Come on, Emerson. Next up for the Minnesota Twins here in the bottom of the fourth, left fielder Alex Gorilla. 1-0 pitch, pitches outside, 2-0 count. Follow through swing. Damn, that's crazy. Chop foul, 2-1 count. Two more people and we'll be at 15. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. They'll help us out with analytics and metrics considerably. Bottom of the fourth, 4-2 Minnesota. 2-2 pitch incoming from Hancock. 56 pitches in. And again, you know, when you got your 5-hole starter out there, you already know half the time it's going to be good, half the time he's going to get rocked. And I thought that if he gave up 3 runs or less, we would have a shot. He's given up 4 so far, and hopefully this will be this is it. Hopefully he doesn't give up anything more than this. Otherwise, we're screwed. I mean, we might be screwed right now as it is. It's already 4-2 at this point with half the game to go, but just got to pray that we can get some runs. Chop foul, 3-2 count. Popped up. Urias. There we go. One away. Next up for the Twins, center fielder, 0 for 1, Willie Castro. Go Mariners, get out of this inning. I'm going to take a look at the scores here real quick. Interesting. Quite a few blowouts. Pitch is low in the dirt for a strike. 0 for 4 this series for Castro. 1-2 count. Wild pitch, pitches outside, 2-2 count. Two pitch from Hancock. Pitches inside, 3-2 count, counted full. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Chop towards first base, foul. Count remains full. And I appreciate Sarah, Matt, and Megan for helping out on the Twitter/X side with the like and the share on the live stream. Appreciate you. Castro walks. Next up, the former Mariner, Carlos Santana. Jason in the building. What's good, brother? No Aaron Judge home run yet. We'll see if he can complete that. John in the building. What's good? Rough start, man. I mean, we started off really good, with that 2-0 lead, but Haniger homering and then Moore getting that RBI for Urias after he got hit. But as soon as we got the 2-0 lead, that got, shrunk down to 2-1 in the next inning, and then obviously the big Jeffers homer. It's unbelievable, but you don't want the backup catcher to play and get a home run on you, but that's exactly what happened. And now we're down 4-2, and we have a hard time scoring runs to begin with, and it's going to stay true. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. We hit that number, we're going to win 90 to 95% of the time. When we don't, we're going to lose 90 to 95% of the time until we can get this hitting up to speed. But hopefully we got another run in us. Stolen bag attempt, no throw by Zavala. What's for dinner, Britt? What do we got going on there? Doing mac and cheese? What kind of dinner for you and your son? What do you got going on? Something simple? Big swing and a miss. 2-2 count. Nuggies and French fries. Hey, kids and adults love the nuggies and the fries. I will attest to that. It just depends if you're going to be using the sauce. Are you a ketchup person, barbecue, honey mustard, ranch? Chicken strips or chicken nuggies? That always will hit the spot, no matter what it is. Bottom of the fourth, 4-2 Twins. Runner at second, 1 away. 2-2 count to Carlos Santana. Yeah, no, I hear you. Well, especially if it's almost 9 o'clock, so I understand. I mean, a lot of times when I'm doing this, full time now, and a lot of times I'm not even eating dinner until 9, 10, 10:30 at night myself. So throw to first. 2 away. Next up for the Twins, batting 9th in the order, third baseman, Jose Miranda. Paisley came in here and said, I miss you, Dad. The best days is when I can do like reading and film study. We wake up early, we go for a long walk, and then we do another one in the afternoon after I eat lunch. And then just being able to snuggle and sleep with my pup is like the most comforting thing ever. She's like the sweetest pup on planet Earth. The best. The Paisley pup. Bottom of the fourth, 4-2 Minnesota. Runner at third, 2 outs, 1-1 count to Jose Miranda. Come on, Emerson. We need you, bud. Get out of this inning. Got a 3-3 record with a 4.75 ERA. Almost hit Miranda in the shoulder. Jesus. 2-1 count. Be careful there. Oh, nice. The Twins used to be my AAA team here in Oregon, the Portland Beavers, back when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. When I used to go to games here in Portland, the Portland Beavers affiliate was the Minnesota Twins. They were the AAA affiliate. See, we got something in common. We got that Twins connection. And Chase Elliott in NASCAR, of course. But one day, if I come knocking on your door to say, hey, let's watch some NASCAR, you better be home. End of the fourth inning, 4-2 Minnesota. Next up for the Mariners, 1-for-1 with an RBI, shortstop Demo Dylan Moore. Batting second this inning, backup catcher 0-for-1 with a K, Seby Zavala. And batting third, Mr. Consistency himself, left fielder tonight, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Keep that energy and that electricity going in that bat. Let's go. We need you. 4-2 Twins. We're going to the top of the fifth. It's the Paisley Pup. Love you. Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Top of the fifth. 4-2 Minnesota. In the box, batting eighth in the order, Demo Dylan Moore. Pop foul. And hopefully we'll get blessed with a couple goats to make sure that we end up having a good day here. We're about halfway through the game. Top of the fifth, 4-2 Twins. Chop foul. 1-2 count. Need one more like to get to 15. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 6 more to get to 20. Yeah, I saw pieces of it as well. Some stuff was a little extreme, and whatnot. I mean, it's like, if it was like a comedy show, they wouldn't be able to get away with a lot of those things that even like the big comedians nowadays, with their material and whatnot. But I guess if you label it a roast, then anything goes, and you can say whatever the hell you want, and the person that's getting roasted tries not to get pissed off and offended and whatnot, but. You could definitely tell there was a few jokes that did not sit very easy with Tom, but I think for the most part, I think he handled it pretty well, just like anyone that would be getting roasted. Top of the fifth, 4-2 Minnesota, 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, struck him out. Demo, see you later. Next up, catcher Seby Zavala. Come on, Seby. Big swing and a miss. Pitch is high in the zone, 1-1 count. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I mean, I saw some clips. You know, the blonde chick, did a pretty good job, you know, roasting Tom and with her jokes. Like roasting Tom about the crypto, and then you know, doing her best impression of Gronk. That was probably one of the more laughable parts in the show. Nikki Glazer, yeah, she did a good job. Almost every one of her jokes was pretty on point, you know. But again, I didn't watch the whole thing, you know. I just saw like little bits and pieces, clips here, clips there, you know, on my timeline through like Twitter X and Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. Popped up. Me know that not real money. Let's go to the bottom of the fifth, 4-2 Minnesota. Next up, second baseman, 0 for 1 with a run and a base on ball, Edouard Julien. Batting second this inning, 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI. DHing for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. And batting third, 1 for 2 with a run, 3 RBIs, a big home run just a few innings ago. Backup catcher Ryan Jeffers. I think Hancock is going out. We're going to bring in Gabe Spire. Yes, we are. Let's go, Gabe. See what Emerson Hancock's final line was not good. Again, we wanted him to be better, but he is our fifth pitcher in the rotation, so you know it's going to happen like this from time to time. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 0 Ks. His ERA went up to 5.24, and that's why we need Brian back sooner than later. At least Gabe is coming in, and hopefully he'll hold it down. Go, Gabe. Yeah, cool to be able to see everyone, you know, together now. And it's kind of crazy to be able to see Bill Belichick in, like, interviews. And then when they had the whole draft process with Pat McAfee. But to be able to see, like, Bill Belichick the man, not Bill Belichick, like, the coach. It's like 2 totally different people. So it's kind of nice. You know, he's witty. He's smart. He can crack a joke. You know, he can take one. He can give one. It'll be very interesting to see, you know, down the road, you know, what opportunities, you know, Bill is going to have. And obviously with like Nick Saban, you know, both of these guys could end up, you know, being on, you know, shows for college football or the NFL. And obviously there's been some stuff, you know, rumored, you know, moving forward that these are the projects that these 2 guys are going to do after, you know, post-coaching. But it'll be definitely interesting to see, you know, more of Nick Saban's real personality as well as Bill Belichick. And it was cool to be able to see the interaction, obviously, not only in a little bit of that roast, but also on the Pat McAfee show when Belichick was there, you know, when they were going over the draft, being able to see some insight that Bill has, you know, not only on coaching, but players and the league. Bottom of the fifth, 4-2 Twins. Pitch low into the zone. Just misses the strike zone barely, 2-0 count. Next up in the box is Kyle Farmer. Yeah, I did see that. And then the chick talking about, you know, Yeah, well, we'll talk about that some other time. Drew Bledsoe's ring, you know, just because you got one doesn't mean, you know. Bottom of the fifth, 4-2 Minnesota. Yeah, they already rumored that that would be something that, you know, if both of them, you know, wanted to do a podcast, like, you know, a lot of sports fans that normally wouldn't watch would probably tune into that combo, you know, just to be able to pick their brain and be able to listen to them interact with each other. And I'm not sure if they're going to be going down that road, but it sounds most likely that they're both going to be joining shows, you know, for like college football and the NFL prior to the game starting, you know, being a part of that Fox, CBS, ESPN, you know, or College Game Day crew, you know, that you're going to end up, you know, getting those guys being on shows like that, more than likely than doing a podcast. So bottom of the fifth, 4-2 Twins. Next up, Manuel Margot. What was the Brady Jets joke on Bledsoe? What was that one? Oh, one pitch. Chop foul. Let's go, Gabe. Big swing and a miss. Margot pinch hitting, sit down as he makes his way to the dugout. Sorry, bud. Next up, backup catcher Ryan Jeffers, as long as he doesn't hit another home run. Yeah, Pat doing Belichick doing the Pat show on Mondays. Manning cast, that'll be cool. Throw to first, safe. Damn it. Oh, people a little sensitive about the whole 9/11 thing, huh? Let them know. Let them know. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Hour and 33 minutes in, and hopefully we get a couple people to support, so that way that your boy can pay some bills. Things aren't cheap. Bottom of the fifth, 4-2 Twins. Runners at first and second, one away. Next up, Max Kepler, batting .317, 2 homers and 11 ribbies in 2024. Let's go, Mariners. Dig deep here. Pitches outside. 1-1 count. The deflate gate joke. NFL schedule, nice. I know. As soon as the NFL ends, we're like I said, the draft was nice, to kind of hold us over. But now it's like, we're going to have to wait a few months. So hopefully you have other hobbies other than the NFL or college football. Otherwise, you're going to be like Matt. You're going to be thinking about NFL, college football, and that's it, 365, 24/7, which there's nothing wrong with. But it can definitely make you go a little mad and crazy when you have nothing else to fall back on. If you're not a baseball fan, if you're not a NASCAR fan, if you're not an NBA fan, if you're not an NHL fan, if you're not a WWE or AEW fan, it'll make those nights a little long and those days a little long if you have nothing else to look forward to, besides Oregon Duck football and the NFL. So it's always good to have another team or another hobby going to kind of keep you motivated until the NFL and college football come back around. Yeah, a lot of free agents still available. Kepler, right to Haniger, 2 away. Strands the runners at first and second still. All right, Gabe is going out. Next up for the Twins, shortstop Carlos Correa. Yeah, I did see that. Too bad Levis is a shitty quarterback, though. You know, it's like you don't got an offensive line. You know, you're starting to get some running backs and some wide receivers. You know, you're starting to get some names there. But again, you know, the offensive line stinks, the defense stinks, coaching stinks. So yeah, the Titans roster looks better than what it did last year or the year before. But there's no guarantee that all those players are going to mesh and it's going to be a good combination together. You know, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, even with all the additions that they made, I would be highly shocked if they finish, you know, other than 4th. You know, like I said, you got the Colts, you know, you got the Jags, you got the Texans, you know, and again, if there's major injuries to AR, CJ Stroud, and Trevor Lawrence, then yeah, maybe the Titans can, you know, climb up to 3rd or maybe 2nd, you know, if all these guys get hurt. But what are the chances of that happening? Hopefully that doesn't happen. But, you know, based on how the roster sits, you know, I mean, shit, if I'm Tyler Boyd, I mean, their wide receiving core and running back core after, you know, losing Henry, but specifically the wide receivers and the tight ends, you could argue Tennessee has the worst. And then they ended up getting DeAndre Hopkins, so that made it a little bit better. But again, still, Levis is not very good. You know, top 20 quarterback, you know, sometimes we'll play like a top 10, one game out of every like maybe 8. You know, he'll play like a top 10 quarterback, but most of the time is going to struggle. And he's going to look like a guy that is, you know, 16 through 25 most of the time. So, and then there'll be games that he looks like a bottom 5 quarterback. So, but again, it's not all his fault. You know, coaching staff needs to be better. The weapons need to be better. Supporting cast needs to be better. Offensive line needs to be better. Defense needs to be better. And I think they do need to make, you know, some coaching changes sooner than later, unless they're, you know, going to be happy finishing in 4th every year. But that's kind of the way that the outlook for Tennessee, you know, when they had a Tannehill and A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry in their prime, yeah, they were AFC South champs and they were really, really good. But that seems like a decade ago, doesn't it? You know, from when Tennessee was really, really good a few years ago, that seems like such a long time ago. And then you saw Jacksonville be the worst team in the NFL, first pick in the draft twice, and now they're, you know, sitting there around 9, 10, 11 wins. The Colts, you know, got AR, and if he obviously didn't get hurt, they were probably going to win 9, 10, 11 games. And then the Houston Texans obviously took that big leap with CJ Stroud, and that team looks like the team to beat in the AFC South moving forward. So if the Texans are going to be in first, you know, unless they have injuries, right, or their defense craps out or their O-line, there's still going to be wiggle room for the Jags and the Colts, but there's not a lot of margin for error if those teams have injuries, because you're already going to be looking up at the, you know, a couple other teams ahead of them. Throw to first, got him. There we go. Nice job by both. End of the 5th inning. Let's go to the top of the 6th. Mariners down by 2 runs, 4-2 Minnesota. See who's up for the Mariners. Go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's go. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1 with a base on ball, Julio Rodriguez. Oh, J-Rod. Right inside. Batting second, switch hitter, 0 for 2, the former Minnesota Twin, Jorge Polanco. And batting third, 1 for 2 with a run, an RBI and a K. Home run earlier in the day, Mitch Haniger. We might need another home run by Mitch if we have any chance of coming back in this game. Let's go, Mariners. Yeah, White Sox are bad. Very, very bad. And Minnesota got a big chunk of their wins against the White Sox, but I knew that it was still going to be a tough battle going against them for sure. Well, yeah, Pollard didn't play well because they didn't use him right. Like, how the hell are you going to have the best running back on the team? You get rid of Zeke, right? And then you have Tony Pollard, and then you give him the football, a little bit early, and then you have to wait like 10 games for him to get another touchdown. That's called not using your players efficiently. And people wonder why the Cowboys suck every fucking year, and they end up imploding in the playoffs because they don't have the right owner or the right head coach or the right play callers or the right coordinators or the right quarterback or the right people to turn that fucking shit around. They keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, thinking they're going to get a different result. So, I mean, if you got Tony Pollard, use him correctly. And obviously they failed to do that last year. STL Rocks, I just followed you back on Instagram there. What's good? Top of the 6, 4-2 Twins. Let's go, baby. One away. Next up, Jorge Polanco. Fuck, I agree. Things that, like I said, when you only got one batter above 300, you got to remember last year we only had one good batter for the first 60 games. 60 out of 162. One good player, Jarred Kelenic. That was it. So hopefully, a few of these guys can heat up together. But having one guy batting over 300 and all the rest under that is fucking unacceptable. If we want to be able to win the AL West over the Rangers or the Astros, we're going to have to find a way to score some fucking runs. Pitching is there. But again, bullpen has been shaky. Closing has been shaky at times, and hitting has been terrible. We're still batting 200 to 220 as a team, and that's what we did last year. And they said, let's get rid of all the guys that strike out too much. We don't want to pay the money for Teoscar and Jarred Kelenic and Eugenio Suarez. And essentially, the guys that we brought in are doing essentially the same, or if not worse, with Polanco, Mitch Garver, and Luke Raley, So I know a lot of Mariner fans would rather have the old three than the new three. But, it is what it is. Come on, Polanco. Come on, Julio. Come on, Polanco. Come on, Haniger. We need a team effort here, a collective effort. Especially when you got your 5-hole pitcher, giving up 4 runs. Now it's like that 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits is even more. You're not going to be able to win. Like, we are going to get lucky with our pitching staff, or we're going to win some games 1-0, 2-1, 3-2. We are going to win some of those games 3-1, 2-1. We're going to win games like that. But, to bank on that scenario every single game is unrealistic. We are going to have some because our pitching staff is top 3, top 5, to most people, overall. But again, there's going to be teams that are going to be able to rake on us, and we're going to have to match their hits and their runs. And if we can't, then we're going to be taking L's in a lot of those games, and that will prevent us from making either the wild card or the playoff and winning the division. Top of the 6th, 1 out, 3-2 count. Count is full to Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Jorge. Batting average still shitty, but has been starting to heat up with the base hits and some clutch homers from time to time in the last 15 games. 3-2 pitch to Polanco. Struck him out looking. Fuck. Next up, right fielder, Mitch Haniger. Let's go, Mitch. Yeah, and a lot of times, the Mariners aren't going to be very good in April and May, traditionally. If you go back and look, normally we start getting better in June and July. But sometimes it even takes the first couple weeks of June. It's not like June 1st, we solved all the problems. Sometimes it's that second or third week in June, and then we figure it out. But hopefully for the Mariners fan base, we can figure it out sooner than that. Otherwise, we're going to start dipping in the standings, and we're not going to be in first and second. We might be in third place if we keep playing like this. Let's go to the bottom of the sixth inning, 4-2 Minnesota. But it's not looking too good here tonight either. It's like yesterday. Luis Castillo, I don't trust you. Emerson Hancock, I don't trust you. George Kirby, Bryce Miller, I trust you probably 50% of the time. And the only one I trust 100% of the time is Logan Gilbert. That's it. So, even though our pitching staff might be one of the best in Major League Baseball, we're starting to hit a little bit of a wall. George Kirby's knee is a little bit banged up. He's good at half of the time. The other half, he's not so good. Bryce Miller, wheeling and dealing. He's good about half of the time. The other half, not so good. Luis Castillo and Emerson Hancock, most of the time it's not good, but again, we have to deal with who we have on the roster for the time being. Let's see who's due up for the Minnesota Twins. Next up for Minnesota in the bottom of the sixth, 0-for-2, left fielder, Alex Kirilloff. Batting second, 0-for-1 with a base on ball, center fielder, Willie Castro. And batting third, 0-for-2, first baseman, Carlos Santana. Come on, Mariners. We're going to have to dig deep here today. Last thing we want to do is get fucking swept by Minnesota. After winning 6 straight series, we don't want to just fall on our ass here against the Twins. And we got a 20-14 record. Remember, a good chunk of those wins were against the White Sox. But they're also proving that, yes, they did beat up one of the shittiest teams in baseball, but they can also beat up one of the better teams in Seattle also. So, again, you can't overlook any team, even as bad as, the Oakland A's are or, the Chicago White Sox. If you take them for granted, you can still lose. So, I already knew this Minnesota series was going to be tough. All right, we got both on the mound in the bottom of the sixth. 2-1 count to Alex Kirilloff. Pitches high in the zone, 3-1 count. Come on, both. Would like to see Gabe out there for a little bit longer, but they're matching up with left-handed pitchers and right-handed pitchers to left-handed batters and right-handed batters. So that's why we only saw Gabe just for a very short outing before they made the change. Popped up. Julio Rodriguez. 1 away. Nice job, Julio. No fly zone. Good defense, baby. Bottom of the sixth, 1 away. Next up for the Twins, center fielder, Willie Castro. Popped up, routine play to Polanco, 2 away. Four more likes to get to 20. If you haven't smashed the like button, please do. 3 more likes to 20. We're at 17. 3 more to go, and then we hit the goal, at least on that side. Still got a long ways to go on the donut side. Hopefully we'll get rescued by somebody or a few people before the 3 minutes. 0-1 count to Carlos Santana. Oh, 1 pitch. Pitch is high in the zone. 1-1 count. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out for Carlos, the former Mariner. Made his way over to the Pirates and the Brew Crew, and now he's on Minnesota. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. One-two pitch to Santana. Pitch is in the zone for a strike, but no strike is called. Unbelievable. 2-2 count, and it's in the zone. Hockey from home in the building. What's good, brother? No, nothing on there yet. Sometimes we have to grind and hopefully get blessed before the stream ends. Some days are going to be amazing. We're going to hit 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 or more. And other days, it's going to be challenging, where you might be sitting at $20 or less. So little bobble, throw to first, got him. End of the 6th inning, 4-2 Twins. All right, let's go to the top of the 7th. See who's due up for the Mariners. Time is running out. We need to find a way to tie this game up and then maybe get to extra innings and try to win this game 5-4 unless we get blessed with some kind of amazing hitting streak in the 7th, 8th, or 9th, and we can come back and win. But nothing has really shown that we're going to be able to do that. We only have 3 hits all night. That's tough. I pray for the day that we can end up having pitching, hitting, bullpen, and we can check off all the boxes. And when we end up doing that, we'll probably go to the World Series. But again, we're nowhere near being a World Series team just yet. Next up for the Mariners in the top of the 7th, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Batting second for the Mariners, 0 for 2. First baseman, Ty France. And batting third, 0 for 1, third baseman, Luis Urias. He also got hit by a pitch and scored from a RBI from Demo Dylan Moore. Hopefully we'll be able to see him in this inning as well. Bring that electricity, baby. I don't know who's going to do it, but we need more players to be hitting over 300. Having only one is killing us. Rojas is batting 341, Julio 250, Polanco 190, Haniger 217, Garver 160, Ty France 243, Urias 163, Demo 200, Zavala 192. That's fucking terrible. David in the building. What's good? Good, brother. Have you been watching a lot of NASCAR Cup Series? If I was able to be able to get this, same type of following that I did a couple years ago, to make it worth it, I would love to be able to do NASCAR Cup Series races on Sunday. But again, I have to make it make sense. We have to be able to get likes and subs and views and donos. And first couple of years of doing NASCAR a couple of years ago were great, but then there was a big fall off and a drop off. So again, I can't continue to do it if it doesn't make sense. We have to be able to do the best stream option that's going to be available for that day every day. So, but I have been enjoying the season. I've been watching a little bit of the trucks. I've been watching Xfinity, and I watch every single race from beginning to end. And that last race at Kansas, where Kyle Larson ended up winning by 0.000000001 over Buescher, was insane. closest finish in NASCAR Cup history. And I feel like a lot of the finishes in the trucks, NASCAR Cup and Xfinity, have been extremely close on the last lap or in overtime. And there's been some amazing races in 2024 overall. It's been a memorable season up to this point for sure. Top of the 7th, 4-2 Minnesota. Good, David. I hear you, John. 1-2 pitch. Pitch low in the zone, 2-2 count, and hopefully Jackson will fuck up here. And if Jackson fucks up, they're on their third pitcher now and went from Ober to Sands to Jackson. He's got an ERA of 4.58, so hopefully we can find a way. But their pitching staff has done much better than Hancock, Gabe Spire, and both so far. And we haven't been able to really get anything hitting-wise either. Come on, Garv. There we go. Run it out. There we go. Trident's up. There we go. Nice job by Mitch. He's a little bit bigger than some of the other players on the roster. Nice effort to run to first and to beat out that throw. Nice job. Next up for the Mariners, we might be able to get a little rally going in this inning. First baseman, Ty France. I'll even throw up a third photo of Ty for good luck. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. Runner at first. Ty, dribbler towards third, foul. Thank God. Come on, baby. I need this, a home run swing while you're looking at that ball go back, gone. That's what we need. And then one of these. Ty with some electricity. Make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, depression, anxiety, addiction, or things that a lot of us go through on the daily. Make sure that if you're seeing yourself in the darkness, that you make those proper adjustments to win the day. In fact. Top of the 7th, 4-2 Twins. Pitch in the zone for a strike. Behind in the count, 0-2. 243 average, 2 homers, and 8 ribbies for Ty. Needs to get better. Come on, Ty. Yeah, I knew it was you. Good to see you back in the room, and I obviously gave you that follow back on Instagram. Megan with a fiber. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want, and I got you. If you want some Aaron Judge or whoever that you're thinking about, let me know, and I got you. Appreciate you. Like, we can't go 2 hours with nothing. Not, I mean, I guess we can. We've done it before, but again, the number one goal on every stream, if you're a live streamer and you've been doing it for a long time, is absolutely don't get a zero. Even if you end up with $1 is better than a zero. So thank you for making sure that we don't get a goose egg. That's absolutely the worst thing that can happen for someone that is working hard. You want to make sure that you're at least getting something for your hard work, not nothing. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. $5, 95 to go. Matt feels a sigh of relief. And we got 95 to go. Appreciate you. All right, I got you. There we go. There we go. Trident's up. There we go. Runners on the corners. I like that. Luis Urias, baby. There we go. See, we have to get rid of the good pitchers to get to the shitty ones, and then we can start hitting. There we go. Next up, Demo, Dylan Moore. Perfect opportunity for Demo with an RBI to make it 4-3 here. Or possibly 4-4. Or possibly 5-4. Let's go. Appreciate you, Megan. And once we go into a commercial break here, I'll end up throwing up some photos for you. I got a mountain visit. That'll give me a little moment or two here. So putting up that third photo of Ty is definitely helping. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Cal Raleigh, let's go. No Sebi Zavala, Cal Raleigh instead. I like it. We're putting all our eggs in this basket here in the 7th. And I might not be a Yankee fan per se, but I am an Aaron Judge fan, and he is spectacular. He's good for baseball. You know, to have someone that is that powerful as a home run hitter with no steroids or PEDs, it's kind of refreshing. All right, Aaron, I see you. But it seems like everyone is homered besides him. I haven't looked at the scoreboard yet, but Sarah was mentioning there was 3 or 4 solo shots, but I don't think Aaron has homered yet today, unless it happened just recently. Top of the 7th, 1 out, runners on the corners on 1st and 3rd. In the box, 200 average with runners in scoring position, 2 for 10. Demo, Dylan Moore, 1 for 2 today. Let's go, Demo. This is a big opportunity for you, man. And I'm still a little dated and a little aggravated that we sent down Jonathan Clase back to AAA. I would rather have him in the starting lineup than some of these other guys that we have been playing as of late. You know, I'm glad that Sam Haggerty is back, and I'm glad we're mixing and matching with the lineup. But I still wish Jonathan Clase was still playing with us here in the big leagues and not sent back down to AAA. He really didn't do anything wrong. You know, they just had to clear a spot for Haggerty to come off his injury. Just wish that we could have kept both. Pitch is outside, 3-1 count. Lauren in the building. What's good? Dylan Moore pops it up a mile. Nice. Catcher couldn't find it. We got lucky there. Hell yeah. Go Mariners. Pitch is inside. Did it hit him? Ball 4. There we go. I got you a nice little all rise. Aaron Judge there in the corner. There we go. There's Aaron. And then I'll get you some of your regulars as well. Appreciate you. $5, 95 to go. Let's see if Twins are going to make a batting change or a pitching change, excuse me. Try to get some photos squeezed in here while they're going through the pitching change. Well, we've tied them. We got bases loaded now. We got 5 hits and they got 5 hits. Got a new Walter for you. And they'll be trickling in with some new images, you know, since it's been out now for a little bit, few weeks. So you'll be able to find a few more things that are available. And let me see if I can get you. And I got a brand new Stefan that I was waiting on for you, but we'll do it now. Brand new. Never seen it before. And it fits the screen. Oh, you're going to like that one. Nice close-up. I got you. All right, baby. Next up for the Mariners, pinch hitting for Seby Zavala. Big dumper. Catcher, Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Bases loaded, 1 out. Let's fucking tie this game up. Let's get it to 4-4, baby. Good eye. 1-0 count. There'll be a few more of him that will be sprinkled in that will be new as well. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of photos of a lot of people that are out there, but they're not going to, fit the screen. And I'm always going to try to find ones that fit the screen because it looks, more streamlined and professional. But if the picture is good enough, I'll still put it up if it's not. But a couple new images there of Walter and Stefan for you. I'll send you a bib, airmail. Pitches inside, 2-1 count. Handsome fellas. Yeah, I think it kind of depends on the person, if they can pull it off or not. Cal rips it foul. Facial hair, no facial hair. Short hair, long hair, everyone's got their preferences, right? It also depends on bone structure, how your face looks based on, the facial hair or the haircut or length of hair, men or women. Some guys can pull off the long hair, some guys can't. Some guys can pull off the facial hair, some can't. Some ladies can pull off the shorter hair, some can't. It all depends. Based off facial structure and what you're born with, right? Top of the 7th, 4-2 Twins. Bases loaded. Cal Raleigh is in the box. 2-2 count. Kurt on the mound. Cal Raleigh in the box. Pitch. Pitch is outside, 3-2 count. Cal Raleigh, go! Grand salami! Woo! Let's go! Let's go! That's how you come back from a game. Fuck yeah! Get the mustard and rye bread. It's a grand salami! 6-4 Mariners! Let's go! Fuck yeah! Let's go! Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Nice job, Cal. Huge. Now we're going to win this game. Unbelievable. Grand slam. Great timing to put in Cal Raleigh for Seby Zavala. Let's go, John. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Lauren. Let's go, John. Let's go, Reflect. Let's go, Justin. Fuck yeah. I mean, that's something that you always have wishful thinking. We can get a grand slam, but it never happens, right? It's very, very rare. The Mariners have only had a couple grand slams so far this season, and you're probably not going to see too many. In a full season, how many are you going to hit? Maybe 5 total if you're lucky, and Cal showing you that he's got the power not only left-handed, but right-handed as well. Let's go. Let's go. Mustard, rye bread, pastrami, any of the condiments. Boom! And just like that, when we were ahead 2-0, we were feeling good about ourselves. And they took the lead 4-2. Then we felt terrible about ourselves. And then now, instead of feeling sorry about ourselves, Cal Raleigh says, no problem. The big dumper has got you. And then he hits a grand salami. I love it. Let's fucking go. 6-4 Mariners. Oh. The one time that Scott Service actually makes a good decision by subbing out a player and having someone else pinch hit, that was magnificent. Nice job, Cal. Yeah, Rojas and Cal and Logan Gilbert, all-stars. They should be. Cal Raleigh is definitely one of the top 5, top 10 catchers already. Logan Gilbert is going to go for a Cy Young this year, and he should be in the all-star game, right? And Rojas has been super consistent, but he won't make an all-star game because they're haters, But, again, Rojas is definitely well-deserving, this season. Those are the 3 guys, that have really been – and even Cal's batting average is a little low, but based on his home runs and his clutch hitting, he definitely deserves a look. But those are the 3 guys that have been playing the best for the Mariners so far. Logan Gilbert, Josh Rojas, Hollywood, and Cal Raleigh, hands down. Trident's up, baby. Let's go. Fuck yeah. That Cal Raleigh rookie card auto that I'm looking at on my dresser is looking a lot more valuable. Let's go. Hell yeah. Next up, the former Twin, top of the 7th inning with a runner at first. Second baseman, switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Polanco. Let's go, Polo. Wild pitch. Runner advances to second. I like that. Good job, Julio. And we want to make sure we're getting as many runs as possible. But again, 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. We got to the number. Emerson Hancock didn't really do that well. But still, we're at 6-4 now. And hopefully we can still get a few more runs for insurance because 6-4 might not be good enough to win this game. Hell yeah, my phone is blowing up. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We got 40 people watching. Let's see where we're at on the likes. How close are we to 20? Popped up. Routine play for the Twins there. And the damage is done. We'll take it. All right, where are we at right now? All right, we need 3 more people to smash the like button, and we've hit our goal, at least on the likes. 2 more people. We're at 18. We got 17 people watching on YouTube, 23 on Twitter/X. Unless we can get some of those people from Twitter to hop over to the YouTube channel, smash the like button, and then go back. Or to stay on the YouTube side. Either one would be great. But we need 2 more people to do that before the stream ends, and we'll hit our 20. And then once we hit 20, we'll try to get to 25. There we go. Nice comeback for the Mariners, baby. Let's go. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Next up for the Minnesota Twins, and hopefully that grand slam will get them a little depressed, from having the lead. Next up, 1 for 2 with a run. Jose Miranda. They made some changes, obviously, at the top of the lineup. Batting second will be Kyle Farmer. Let me get a photo of him. Kyle Farmer 0 for 0 coming in for Edouard Julien. Let's put him up here. And Farmer is 0 for 0, 145. And then filling in for Larnach will be Margot, the former Dodger. Let's get a photo of him. We should be able to get out of this inning very quickly. We can get Miranda with a strikeout or a ground out. Farmer, same thing. Margot, the former Dodger, same thing. 3 up, 3 down. So this should be a very fast inning for us here. Way to be a hero, Cal. Tyson Miller, the new pitcher for the Mariners. Hopefully he doesn't fuck it up here for us. Come on now, let's go. We got the lead. Let's go. I mean, we need a dub desperately after losing that game yesterday. Castillo did okay. He wasn't really great. And then the bullpen lost it for us. You know, and we don't want to have that happen 2 games in a row. We need to win here tonight. And then I believe we got George Kirby tomorrow, even though his knee is fucked up. And hopefully we can end up. Oh, shit. Almost a home run there by Miranda. Unbelievable. He's going for 2, and he's safe standing up. That was literally 6 inches away from being a homer. Unbelievable. That was supposed to be a very quick 3 up, 3 down inning. Jose said, fuck that. You guys just hit a grand slam. I'm going to try to hit a fucking homer myself. Pulls it to right field and literally just a little bit off from a homer. All right, Jose, I see you. Next up for the Minnesota Twins, third baseman Kyle Farmer. Maybe we can get a double play here. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We're at 5:95 to go. Last plate appearance for Kyle Farmer was a walk. 145 average, 0 homers, and 5 ribbies. So this should be an easy out here, you would think. Yeah. Harrison is out of there for the Marlins and going to go to Arkansas to play wide receiver. Dropped it foul, 1-2 count. Let's go. 1-2 Mitch from Miller. Unbelievable. This is like the shittiest part of their lineup, and they fucking scored off of it. Unbelievable. See, Scott Service chose the wrong person to come in here. Bringing in Miller fucked it all up. Hancock, Spire, both Miller. Like one bad, one good. One bad, one good. Now it's 6-5. Fucking A. Unbelievable. How are you going to let these guys that are pinch hitting getting almost a homer and then getting an RBI? Unbelievable. Terrible. Fucking A. Next up for the Twins, which should have been an easy 3 up, 3 down inning, Manuel Margot, the former Dodger. Now he better not homer or we're in fucking trouble. Oh, you got some Fallout merch? Nice. Like a t-shirt or like a mug for coffee. Bottom of the 7th, 6-5 Mariners. There's the little dribbler. Throw to first. 1 away. Next up for the Minnesota Twins, backup catcher Ryan Jeffers. Jeffers ended up going deep for a two-run bomb in the bottom of the 3rd, and Julian scored with that as well. It was a 3-run homer when we were up 2-1. I thought it was 2-run, but it was 3. That's right. Profile, nice. We just had a grand slam with Cal Raleigh when we were down 4-2. So it feels pretty good. to come back. Nice job by Profile. Bottom of the seventh, 6-5 Mariners. Started off being up 2-0, then it was 2-1, then we ended up losing the lead 4-2, then we took the lead back with a grand slam 6-4, and then now they ended up getting an RBI to make it 6-5, and hopefully we can get Ryan Jeffers out in this inning. It's a bad sign when the backup catcher goes for a 3-run home run, but that's what happened today. But hopefully we can find a way to get this win. We got to scratch, claw, whatever way we need to do to find a way to win this by 1 run. I don't care. 6-5, 7-6, I don't give a shit. We have to find a way to win this game. Since we lost yesterday. Best case scenario for us was going to win 3 out of 4. Now it's looking like maybe, splitting and winning 2 and them winning 2. It all depends on what happens here tonight. If we win tonight, we might be able to win the next 2. Throw to third. Got him! Cal throwing out. What a throw out to third. Strike him out, throw him out. And look at Luis. What a tag by Luis. What a throw by Cal. Let's go. What a great way to end the 7th inning there. Let's go to the top of the 8th. Yeah. Cal throwing some guys out. Let's go. Let's go. What a job by Cal Raleigh. Offense and defensively. Let's go to the top of the 8th, baby. We're not losing now. Let's go, Mariners. This has been my back and forth being, okay, things are good. Oh fuck. And things are good. And then at least we're up 6-5. I'll take that. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with a run, RBI and a K. Right fielder, Mitch Haniger. Haniger went deep in the top of the 2nd to give us a 1-0 lead. Let's do it again. Batting 2nd, DHing for Seattle, 1 for 3 in a run, Mitch Garver. And batting 3rd, 0 for 3 with 3 Ks, first baseman Ty France. What are they doing? They're reviewing the call at 3rd? Let's go. Let's go. Deflect with a 5-er. Trident's up. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to do for some photos, and I got you. Paul was confirmed he was out. So this is the breakdown. Haniger homered 1-0. Demo got a double. Urias scored 2-0. Right? Larnach singled to right. Miranda scored 2-1. Jeffers, the backup catcher, hit a 3-run homer. Right? We were down 4-2. Cal Raleigh comes in for Sebi Zavala, right? And we had bases loaded at that point. He hits a grand slam right-handed, right? Garver, Urias Moore scored. And then, obviously, we made a pitching change, gave up a run, and then ended up being 5. And that's where we're sitting right now. Farmer doubled the center, and Miranda scored because we ended up substituting both for Miller, and Miller is ass. But at least at this point, we have a 1-run lead. Let's go. Cal Raleigh, grand salami. Get the mustard and rye bread. I'm going to tell Grandma the grand salami. Let's go, baby. George Kirby tomorrow. Logan Gilbert on Thursday. Oh, they have it at 9:30 a.m. Wow, that's early. I thought it was 10 o'clock a.m. So I'll probably just watch that game with Logan Gilbert versus Pablo Lopez. And then we'll end up doing a hockey stream later that night where we have the Avalanche and the Stars on Thursday night. And then we're playing the A's starting Friday. So We're doing this game here today. Tomorrow, same time, same place, 4:30 start with George Kirby. And then on Thursday, they play at like 9:30, 10 a.m. with Logan Gilbert. I'll watch that with Paisley. And then we'll stream Stars versus the Avalanche at 6:30 p.m. And then we will do the Mariners and the A's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'll be all over socials with that Grand Salami. Let's go. And we haven't had too many Grand Salamis so far this year. I believe we've only had 2. So Haniger pops it up. And again, that magic number, right? 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. And for a good chunk of the game, it wasn't looking very good. We had like 1 hit, 2 hits. And then, we definitely broke out in the 7th inning with 4 runs. Now we're at 6 runs and 6 hits. And we're probably going to get at least 1 or 2 more hits before the game is over. So we're going to end up hitting that statistical category that is much needed. We're at 10, 90 to go. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. And on one of the days, I might end up, taking a day off on Saturday or Sunday to celebrate my birthday and my boy Justin's birthday. We were going to do it last weekend, but he had to dog sit. His dad went to go visit his ill brother in California, so we weren't able to do that. So we're going to end up going to Ground Control, 2-story arcade, and then we're going to go to some food carts or find some pizza or burgers or whatever I'm feeling, tacos, downtown, and then maybe hit Voodoo Donuts up and then come home. So on Saturday or Sunday, we may take one of those days off, based on what time I end up going on the stream. Little dribbler. 2 away. And I will be doing the 4th of July stream. The game that I'm going to be going to is going to be on July 3rd. They have a fireworks show on that particular night, and they don't have a show on 4th of July, which would be, they would have to do fireworks at like 4 o'clock. So maybe that's why. But then the evening game will be late, so I'm not going to be home until probably like 1 in the morning, on July 4th. But it'll be a late one there. But hopefully everything can be okay with Paisley while I'm gone on that particular day. So yeah, but we're going to have good temperatures here in the 80s on the weekend, which will be nice. Top of the 8, 6-5 Mariners. Take a look at the weather. 59 right now, 66 tomorrow, 79 on Thursday, 85 on Friday, 84 Saturday, 77 Sunday. Beautiful. Oh, nice. Ty France getting hit again. What's new? Yeah, they got like pinball stuff from like the 80s and 90s and current, with like stuff like Stranger Things and like the newer stuff, which is cool. They got old school games from the 80s and 90s that are being refurbished. They have stuff from the early 2000s, and then they also have arcade games that are new within the last 5 years, which are very cool. So we're definitely gonna have some fun. You can drink in there if you'd like. They got beers and alcohol to purchase if you want, and there might be a little smoke session as well. So top of the 8, 6-5 Mariners, runner at first with 2 away. In the box, Luis Urias, and I'm glad that Rojas and Luis are both playing today. Come on, Luis. 182 average, 3 homers, and 10 ribbies in 2024. Big swing and a miss, finding the count 0-2. Big comeback for the Mariners, baby. Joust and Dig Dug. I remember Dig Dug. I played a lot of Dig Dug. Oh, good catch. All right, let's see if I can pull up some of those. Those are some cool items. Take a look at some of Megan's items that she got from the Fallout So, see if I can drag these over one by one. What's the coolest thing out of them all that you like the most? See what you got. You got a keychain. I gotta delete some other photos. Says I have too many. Hold on. Then we got some kind of poster or artwork. That's cool. So you got what, 6 things? Ten signs. Those are cool. Yeah, we were at 0 for like 2 hours, so he pulled some of his hair out, I feel. But at least Megan and you came through, so that way we didn't hit the goose egg 0, so that's always good. I mean, even if you only hit a low number, you know, obviously you would love to be able to have as many likes and subs and views and donos and as possible. But, you know, every day is a different day. But as long as it's not a 0, that's really the main thing. Big hit by Kepler there. Runner in scoring position there in the bottom of the 8th already. Kepler with a double to center. And we're on our 5th pitcher. We need better bullpen, man. Where the hell is Matt Brash? Damn it. Our bullpen sucks. I mean, unless we could have had Gabe go a little bit longer, but Gabe and then both and Miller. Miller's terrible, even though his ERA isn't. But he didn't do good today. And now we got too much sauce in there. Hopefully Taylor doesn't fuck it up here for us. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. Bottom of the 8th, 6-5 Marinez. Sauce can't hit the strike zone, even if his life depended on it. 3-0 count. I mean, how many times do I got to see Saucedo fuck up before we don't play him anymore? Lee. If we end up losing this game after hitting a grand slam, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, we need Wu, we need Brash, we need Santos, we need all of these guys back like now, like more than ever. And give me some JP Crawford too. Popped up. Nice job, Haniger. Here, I'll get you a better Hulk photo than the cartoon one. When donos are low and Matt is about to have a breakdown. Hulk smash. First pitch to Austin Martin, outside for a ball. 231 average, 1 homer, and 6 ribbies for Austin. Come on, Mariners. Pitch on the corner for a strike, 2-1 count. Need a double play here. John in the building, what's good? Chop towards third, foul. Yeah, I mean, especially when games, normally are about 2 hours and 30 minutes, typically. Anything that goes over is a little odd. It's almost like going back to days when I would do baseball games that were 3.5, 4.5, 5 hours long before the pitch clock and all the other rule changes. 3-2 pitch. Sauce. Sort of up. Oh, safe at first, and Sauce goes down with an injury. Game is tied. Great. Sauce tries to go to first. He can't fucking walk. Now he's hurt at first base. That's why he shouldn't be in the fucking game. And then now we don't get the out at first. The guy goes home. He scores. And on top of that, Sauce is injured. Dumb. Great. And that's why you don't put Sauce in the game at that fucking in that juncture, Scott, you dummy. You did something really, really good by putting in Cal for Sebi Zavala. And hopefully it's not season ending for Saucedo, but this doesn't look good. And they ended up scoring on us here. So now momentum is completely gone from the Grand Slam, and we're going to have to dig really deep to find a way to win this game. And in reality, the chances of us winning this game goes down a lot after this injury. Terrible. You didn't want to step on the runner, but then, a lot of these pitchers are clumsy. And obviously going head first isn't ideal as a pitcher either, because you don't want to step on the guy's hand. We're not the Houston Astros out there, trying to injure the person when they're going to first, right? So Sauce is trying to do the right thing right here, but essentially, when the guy is going head first to first base in a slide, which is a little unusual, Sauce just tried to be the right, right place, right time, and not be dirty. He ended up injuring himself. That's tough. Well, I don't like seeing guys get hurt. I hope he's okay. I don't want him to be out for the year, because at some point we are going to need him. But again, based on his inconsistencies, it's not going to hurt me that much if we don't see him for a while, because obviously he's not that good, but I don't want to wish any injuries. If you're a good player, a bad player, or a medium player, you want everyone to be okay. Just unfortunate that Sauce struggles on the mound. struggles getting to first, and then he ended up injuring himself. That's just a rough trifecta going not your way. Now we got Stanek coming in with his flowing mane, looking like a lion. I wonder what the injury is based off that highlight there. Looks like it could be knee or leg. So hopefully he's all right. He's got two trainers having to get him to go down into the, into the dugout, and I imagine they'll do an MRI tonight. This is how Matt wants to entertain y'all. The print, the words though might be too small for them to read unless they're on a computer. Bottom of the 8th, we're tied up at 6. Runner at first. We got an injury with Sauce. And again, whether he's a great player or a shitty player, we don't want to wish injuries on anybody on the Mariners or the visiting team, or opposite team, in the Minnesota Twins, since we're on the road and we're the road team. So hopefully Sauce will be okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Well, Stanek, first pitch right down the middle for a strike. Nice job against Willie Castro. 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base for Willie. W-I-L-L-I. I like the spelling. Original. Stanek pitches outside, 1-1 count. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got 35 people watching. And let's see if we got to 20 yet. Did we get there? We need one more person to smash the like button to get to 20. So if you haven't done it yet, please do. We just got someone to do it. Thank you. Now we need 5 more to get to 25. But at least we hit that initial goal. That'll help us in the algorithm and the metrics. So thank you. Bottom of the 8th, 6-6, Mariners and Twins. Chop foul. Appreciate that, Reflect. One-two pitch. Got him. Nice job, Stanek. There you go. Nice placement there. Looking good. And make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health on the daily. Depression, anxiety, addiction. We go through a lot of these things on the daily or have gone through them in the past. So make sure if you feel like you're slipping into the darkness, make those minor adjustments by exercising. Go for a walk. Maybe cut back on the partying. Eat a little bit differently. Cut back on some of those negative things and have more positive things in your life. You'd be really surprised on how you can turn your life around. Big facts. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count from the former Mariner, Carlos Santana. One, two count to Carlos. Go Mariners. We got to find a way. I cannot, if we get a grand slam in a game and we lose, I don't know what's more of a gut punch than that. Like I said, how often are we going to hit grand slams in a year for the Mariners? Maybe 4 or 5 total. So if we get one, we want to make sure we're winning every time that happens. No excuses. And hopefully Sauce will be okay after the MRI. But it didn't look good. It looks like it could be, on the injured list for, a month. Hell, it could be season ending. He didn't look very good. He needed 2 guys to carry him the whole way. And he's got long legs. So hopefully it ends up as just being strained or twisted, but not torn ligament-wise. Pitch is low into the dirt. Outside. Count is full. 3-2 count. Go, baby. Santana crushes it. Get it, Julio. There we go. Nice job. All right, let's go to the top of the 9th. Find a way to win this game. Nice job, Stanek. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with a run, RBI, a base on ball, shortstop, Dylan Moore. Pinch hitting next up after Demo, 1 for 1 with a run, 4 RBIs, a grand salami. Get the mustard and rye bread, grandma. Catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, the most consistent hitter on the Mariners, 1 for 4 with 2 Ks today. Batting a cool .337, the only batter on the Mariners to be batting above 300. Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Go Hollywood, we need you, baby. Yes, sir. We're going 3 photos for Rojas because you never know. We might need it. He might be the hero tonight. Even though Cal is the #1 hero with that grand salami. Haniger with a homer early on, too, to set the tone. Let's go. Otherwise, Matt will turn into the Hulk. Hulk smash. More like subs donos now. Let's go, baby. Top of the 9th, 6-6. Can't blow this game. Let's see who we have coming in, though. Oh, they're not showing it just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So are we going to have Stanek go back out there in the 9th? Is that what we're going to do? Or are we going to go with Munoz? We got, it's going to be a 4-game set, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. Come on, Demo. Come on, baby. We got a nice RBI out of you earlier in the game, which is in the zone for a strike, 1-1 count. Top of the ninth, we're knotted up at 6. Demo with a 200 average, well below his potential. Hopefully he can get it going here. Demo! Back to the wall. Oh, shit! Go for three. Let's fucking win this game. Let's go. Attaboy, Demo. Fuck yeah. There we go. Let's win it in the 9th. Fuck the 10th or the 11th. Let's win it now. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Bring that electricity, baby. Go, Cal. But so far this year, if you had 3 players that have definitely stood out to help us win games, it's Logan Gilbert 1, Josh Rojas 2, Cal Raleigh 3. Those are the players that have been playing the most consistent. And even though Cal Raleigh's batting average is a hell of a lot lower than it should be, he has come up big with big, game tying or game leading home runs late in the game. And, we've been able to count on him for many, many opportunities. But in just recent memory, he's had three big games to help us win, and hopefully this will be another. But 213 average is incredibly low, but 9 homers, 20 ribbies is nice. Let's go. Nice triple by Demo. Let's go, baby. Cal Raleigh with the walk. We love that. Here we go. Yes, sir. Now we got runners at first and third with no outs. Let's win this bitch. Next up, left fielder, Josh Hollywood Rojas. We're winning this. We can't get a grand slam and lose. Let's go, Ems. And we lost yesterday. If we would have won yesterday, then I would say, what? If we lose this one, so be it. But we can't lose 2 games in a row to this fucking team. Okay? I get it. They're 20-14. I get it. They're 9-7 at home. But I also do understand that they got a good chunk of their wins from the White Sox. But with that being said, the White Sox are ass. But Minnesota is still a crafty team. They're kind of like the Guardians, where, regardless of what their record is, you never, ever can look past them. If you look past Minnesota and look past Cleveland, they will smack you in the mouth, if you get a little cocky. So I've always learned that, when you play against these teams, whether they're in first place or last place in their division, and especially when you're on the road, going to Cleveland or going to Minnesota, you have to bring your A game every single game. Otherwise, you will get punched in the mouth. Let's go. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. And we hit 20 likes to get to 25. Got 43 people watching. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Come on, Josh. Let's go, Hollywood. Rojas! Let's go. Fuck yeah, baby. Best player on the team, not named Cal Raleigh or Logan Gilbert. You already know what it is. Hollywood, Josh Rojas. And I'm telling you, and like I said at the beginning of the year, when JP and Julio and obviously Jorge Polanco were all batting like 150, why not put the guy that's batting in the 9 hole in the leadoff spot? And then coincidentally, JP Crawford got hurt like 2 days later, and then they did it by that. It wasn't naturally, and being smart and making like a move, you did it based off an injury. So we can't like put Scott Service, as this like genius, moving him in the leadoff role. You got one guy batting over 300. One. It kind of makes sense to have him as the leadoff hitter, not having him sit in the 9 hole. Having in the 9 hole means he might only get 3 at-bats. But if you have him at the 1 hole, you might get 5. So you have to think about strategy, and I don't think Scott is the brightest. I mean, I'm not saying he's stupid. You know, he does make good moves from time to time, but again, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find anyone better than Scott, so we're going to have to stick with Jerry and Scott for now, okay? But, you know, we want to make sure that we're putting our best players in the best position to win, and you got to move guys in the lineup, and when JP comes back, I'm sorry, but JP is no longer our leadoff hitter. You have to go with Rojas. You know, and again, if you wanted to go JP 1, Rojas 2, and then Julio 3, Haniger 4, fine. But you should have JP and obviously Rojas sitting at the 1 or 2 spot. You know, if you want to flip-flop them, fine. But I would rather go Rojas 1, JP 2. There we go, Julio. Right ends up, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's win this bitch, huh? Let's win this bitch, huh? Huh? Let's go. 7-6 Mariners. Who's the man? You're the man, Julio. Nice job. Yeah, pressure's a little bit off after Rojas made the big play, and maybe that's why you got that nice base hit. It seems like when the pressure is on Julio, he kind of chokes, right? And in this early part of his career, right? He doesn't handle pressure, you know, very well so far in the early part of his career. And he's only in his 3rd year, so we still got ways to go. And hopefully in years 4 through 9, his prime years, he'll get better in the box and better in pressure situations, right? But at least with Rojas getting that initial RBI, no pressure if Julio strikes out or not, being a little bit more in tune with the game. And now we're sitting 7-6 with no outs. Let's go. Now, it's not like we're going to get another grand slam, are we? Can you imagine Polanco hitting a grand salami on his former team and all of a sudden it's 11-6? But we know that's not going to happen. More likely scenario is he hits into a double play, right? And we end up getting 2 outs. But hopefully we can get, you know, some kind of, you know, something here. But I would assume he'll strike out. 0-2 pitch. There it is. All right, Megan, take care. All right, Polanco struck out. Next up, right fielder Mitch Haniger, who hit a homer earlier today, and I've been saying for the last couple days he's overdue. Nice to have him step up. Haniger, carrying to the wall. Tag up. Big Dumper says, hey, it doesn't matter the size of my dumper. I'm getting in from 3rd. 8-6 Mariners. We're winning. This is ours, baby. Nice sac fly by Haniger. Mitch Haniger. Nice job. Next up, the other Miach, Mitch Garver. How many grand slams have we had this year? Polanco hit a grand slam against the Giants. That was last year, though. Or was that this year? That was this year. So that was like preseason. That was like March 10th or something. Someone needs to look that up. How many grand slams have we had so far? Just 2? Who do we have in grand slams? Do we have? Was it Haniger with 1, and then now Cal Raleigh with 1? I'm trying to remember all the times that we haven't done it that many times. I would say the most that we could have done it is 3 times, but something is making me think 2. Let's go, baby. Top of the 9th, 8-6 Mariners. Runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Mitch Garver in the box. Let's go. And a nice stolen base by Julio. Way to use your legs, baby. Pitch is outside. 2-1 count. Go, go, go! Rojas stole home. Let's go. Let's go. We won. Yeah, I looked it up, and I saw that he had one yesterday in the minors. And I'm just trying to remember. I mean, we do so many games here, but wild pitch, Rojas scored on that wild pitch. Let's go. We're reeling and dealing. We're not going to lose after a grand slam. There's a lot of pride knowing that you only get a couple of them a year, and especially when you're down and then you get the lead, you don't want to lose that. Nice speed by Rojas. Again, the three best players on the Mariners that deserve some looks for the All-Star game. Logan Gilbert, Cy Young, potential winner, right? Cal Raleigh doing it on both ends, offensive and defensively. And obviously the guy that's batting, usually 340, 350, and Josh Rojas. Nice job. Nice job, Josh. I'll definitely put multiple photos up. You're the man. You the man, baby. Fuck yeah. But someone needs to look up to see how many grand salamis we've had this year. Now, who was the one that hit the first one? I'm confused. I'm trying to remember who it was. I want to say Haniger hit the first one, and then we just had this one by Cal Raleigh, but that might be wrong. I mean, I've done so many games so far. And I even was watching preseason as well. So, but I tried to look it up on Google, and it didn't really give me a definitive answer. So, but someone might be able to find that information for us. How many grand salamis have the Mariners hit so far in the regular season? Not in spring training, not last year, but just so far in these first 35 games. How many have we had? 2 or 3? And who's hit the grand salami? Was it Haniger? And then now Cal Raleigh today? That's what my brain is telling me, but I don't know if that's right. Yeah, well, JP hasn't been doing very good this year, but yeah, I mean, if he can end up getting into a groove, obviously having Matt Brash will help the bullpen. Santos, getting Brian Wu as our fifth starter instead of Emerson Hancock, who's terrible. We need to send him down to AAA and have Brian Wu be the 5 spot. With Brian Wu, even when he loses and gives up, 3, 4, 5 runs, a lot of times he can get 8, 9, 10 Ks. Emerson Hancock can't. Like hell, today he couldn't even get 1. So I want the best of the best, and that's definitely Brian Wu at the 5 hole. Top of the 9th, 9-6 Mariners. The Twins are imploding here in the 9th, which I absolutely love. Runners on the corners with 2 outs with a 2-0 count. I don't know, me and you have a pretty good memory, Reflect, but again, when I'm covering baseball, basketball, football, hockey, wrestling, I mean, there's definitely are going to be things that slip through the cracks. Nice job, Ty. Another RBI. Julio scores. 10-6 Mariners. Fuck yeah. They're booing now. I love it. Yeah. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, grand salami. Check. Boom. That's how you win a game. That's how you win after getting embarrassed yesterday. We should have fucking won yesterday. Damn it. There we go. Now you're starting to get a little bit of luck happening, after the grand slam. Let's go. I mean, I wish we could hit like this all the time, but as you know, hits and runs don't come often. And a big 8th inning, right, that we wanted, but we didn't get. But we got a big 4-run 7th inning. Nothing in the 8th, but a big 4 runs in the 9th. We'll take 8 runs in 2 innings any day. Now we're at 10 runs and 10 hits with no errors. Trident's up. Let's fucking go. Love it. Top of the 9th, 10-6 Mariners. And you know that we're not going to implode and give up 4 or 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th. Based on what has happened in the top of the 9th, they're deflated. They're defeated. They're probably thinking about what's for dinner. I need a drink. So don't be surprised if it goes 3 up, 3 down, and then we dance right away. And then we'll be back tomorrow, obviously, for Game 3 in the set, which we're going to win with George Kirby. And then we have Game 4, which will be on at some insane time on Thursday at 9:30 or 10 a.m. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that game, but Matt will take the day off in the morning if I do that game. But I will plan on doing the Stars and the Avalanche at 6:30 on Thursday to at least do a stream, since we're going to be doing, if the Mariners are on at 10 a.m., that doesn't really bode very well for likes, subs, views, and donos. So now if I knew I could, definitely get a good number and good support, yeah, I'll do a stream at 9:30 or 10 a.m., but I have to do it based off past experiences. So let's go, baby. Let's go. Top of the ninth, 10-0. 10-6, Mariners. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch to Alcala to Luis Urias. Popped up. That should be an easy out there. And there it is. All right, here we go. DJ and Paul in the building. What's good? Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. What a comeback. Huge inning. Well, the 7th inning was huge to give us the grand salami. That 9th inning was unexpected. I don't think anyone expected that to happen. But again, we had a really good part of the lineup, and that was a part of it. When you end up going with the lineup, right, and it ends up being Demo, who's been decent today. Then you go Cal Raleigh, the guy that ended up getting you the grand salami, and then Josh Rojas. If you can get 2 out of those 3 guys to get something going, or all 3, chances are it'll feed off to the other guys in the lineup like it did with Julio, Polanco, and Haniger. So nice job, Mariners. Way to dig deep and grind this one out. Hell yeah. I couldn't take another loss, especially if we hit a grand slam either. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th. See who's up for the Minnesota Twins in their last-ditch effort. Minnesota was looking like this, for a good chunk of the game. And then when they ended up, taking the lead, they felt pretty good. And then it went back to, I don't know if we're going to win. And then obviously when Cal hit that grand slam, that was the Twins. And then obviously things got a little bit better there for about an inning. And then, oh, shit, another 4-run inning. And then, that's where they're at now. This is where we're at now. Joe Dirt approved, and we're about to win this fucking game. Let's go. Next at bat for the Minnesota Twins, third baseman Jose Miranda. Batting second this inning, third baseman Kyle Farmer. And batting third, the former Dodger Manuel Margot, unless they make some changes, which they might. We'll see. And we got Andres Munoz. Let's go. Let's go. He said, let's shut this bitch down. 3 up and 3 down. Let's go, Andres. Smoke him. So give me that pitch calm, boy. Go, baby. Shut these guys down. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. I'm taking a quick peek to see where we're at. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We have almost 50 people watching. Half on one side, half on the other. We got 22 likes. We need 3 more to get to the goal, 25. So if you're in the room and you haven't smashed the like button, half of the people are watching on the YouTube side. The other half are watching on the Twitter/X side. If they don't have an option to comment or to hit a like button over there, they have to come here. Throw to first, 1 away. There we go. Nice play there by Demo, Dylan Moore. Good defense. Nice little ground out there by Miranda. Sit down. Next up for the Twins, third baseman Kyle Farmer. Plays second base or third base. Today, filling in at second base, pinch hitting. John in the building, what's good? Chris in the building, what's good? Seahawk game, 10 points. So last year, it was the pitching was terrible and then the hitting was decent. Now this year, the pitching is good, John, but then the hitting is suspect. A lot of the top tier guys are struggling with batting under 200. Hopefully you guys can turn it around. It's a very competitive division too. You know, they're in the Central. It's not going to be easy, no matter even if you're a top team. You know, it seems like many teams are very close to each other in that division year in and year out. Which is outside, 3-2 count to Farmer. Is that a little surprising for you that the pitching got better but the hitting got worse? You would have thought it would have been the same thing as last year, right? That pitching would have struggled again and then hitting, would be pretty good. Throw to first, 2 away. Here we go. Tomorrow, George Kirby versus Chris Paddock. George Kirby, let's see, 7 starts, 3-2 record, 3.76 ERA, 41 Ks to 4 walks. And then Paddock, 6 starts, 3-1 record, 4.78 ERA, 27-7 ratio on strikeouts to walks. So I feel pretty good about George Kirby tomorrow. Paddock will give it his all, and we might not have a whole lot of runs until we get to the 6th inning. And I'm okay for that. As long as Kirby doesn't get knocked out in the 3rd or 4th inning, we'll be fine. All right, last at bat for potentially the Minnesota Twins here, down by 4 with Manuel Margot. Ain't no Margot Robbie here. The former Dodger, let's see what he can do. Takes the ball high, 2-1 count. Let's go, Andres. Let's go. Let's go. Andre says, see you later. That's how baby, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Andres Munoz, you know what it is. Final score, Mariners 10, Minnesota Twins 6. And when the Mariners win, we dance. Mariners win! Mariners win! Mariners win! Let's go! And we're going to be playing tomorrow, same time, same place as Monday and Tuesday, 4:30 Pacific. George Kirby on the mound against Chris Paddock. Let's go! Fuck yeah. What a long game. I mean, I'm used to doing games that normally are like 2 hours and 30 minutes, not closer to 3 hours and 30 minutes, but we'll take it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Try to end up. But we lost a heartbreaker yesterday, 3-1. So we should have won yesterday. But again, we can't really count on Castillo and Emerson Hancock really at all. And I think Bryce Miller and George Kirby are half of the time electric this year, half of the time bad, based on who we're playing. Really, the only consistent pitcher that we have is Logan Gilbert. He's been phenomenal. Cy Young candidate, 100%. But the other guys need to show a little bit more consistency in Miller and Kirby, as well as Castillo and Hancock. Hancock goes to AAA, bring back Brian Wu, and then we can bring back some of these other guys as well as Santos, J.P. Crawford, Matt Brash. We're not even 100% yet, so we'll see where it goes. But Trident's up. 10 Tridents for 10 runs. Let's go. Well, I appreciate you guys very, very much. Hey, Mariner Moose is out. We're happy. And again, we should have won yesterday. We let that one slip through our fingers. But again, you don't want, in any scenario, when you got a guy that hits a grand salami and you want to lose that game. I mean, that's really demoralizing. Thinking that you got a grand slam, you took the lead after being down, and you couldn't hang on. So I'm really happy that even though our pitching is still in our bullpen has been shaky at times, even though the ERAs have been pretty fucking good, in the 2s or the low 3s, right? But we found a way to get it done. Nice job, Cal Raleigh. Nice job, Mariners. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. George Kirby tomorrow, baby. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And again, I'm going to take care of Paisley. I need to go for a long, long walk here now and get some dinner in my belly. But I got one question for you. When you don't talk sports like us, your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.